Oh, good morning, afternoon, or evening. However, you're watching or listening to this. We're back. The next episode, episode 2 of the wonderful NextGen Nostalgia Podcast. I'm here.
Indeed.
I'm here with my partner in crime, Advanced Boss. I'm Godly.
What's up, folks?
And we have more members of our clan we'll get to maybe in another episode.
Yeah, man. This
But
is
for
like
now,
the NWO, right? Remember when
uh,
Hall and Nash came out first? There's always a third man. There's
yeah.
more of us.
Oh, it's more. We're deep, real deep. Before we get too deep, I guess we have some pressing matters to talk about.
Yeah, we got news.
We have somewhat news, but it regards a franchise that we're both so nearly dearly tied to for how many years now? 30?
30 plus, yeah. Give or
30?
take now.
Yeah, so we got 30 years of this, and oh, we have cameras on. I just thought about it.
Hi.
Yeah, hey. The
And
last
the
episode,
microphones.
Boss has the microphone now. Yes. Before he was talking at his We Speak last time, so it's a big upgrade from his We Speak.
I'll tell you who the brand is, once we get sponsored. No,
Yeah.
hint, hint, nudge, nudge. But see this, they know who brand this is.
Yeah, y'all know who made that shit. Cause I got the same brand too. The same brand, just a different mic. Haha. But yeah. So we're pretty much gonna talk about Mortal Kombat today. And now we're not gonna shit on Mortal Kombat per se. We're not here to grief Mortal Kombat, Mortal Kombat, whatever.
No.
But
We do have to address issues with Mortal Kombat.
yeah, we can address the issues because you know why? This isn't the first time we've experienced issues with Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
So I guess we can start with a little bit of history. A little bit.
Well, let's break the news first. Let's get to where we're at. Let's start, and then we'll break it down to the beginning. So apparently, according to rumors off Reddit, with a trusted leaker of NRS games,
Yeah.
apparently the DLC for Combat Pack 3, Mortal Kombat 1, canceled. It's over with. We're not doing it anymore.
Allegedly.
But if you go on, social media, that's all I'm seeing today. So, we've seen a lot of rumors in gaming that look. I already told God, do we really want to talk about this? Because I hate in news journalism now. It's not about being right; it's about who's first. So I don't even know this is true. We might be wasting a lot of time talking about this subject, but luckily for us, we love Mortal Kombat so much, and we're not trying to grift. We're going to try to help this franchise. But as of right now, Combat Pack 3 allegedly canceled. There was story DLC, new characters, the whole shebang. Apparently, it's because Combat Pack 2 did not sell well. Now, we can both admit this. We just admitted we're big Mortal Kombat fans. Normally, we have this stuff pre-ordered and purchased.
Yep.
Me
paid off.
personally, I don't even own Combat Pack 2 yet, which is a shock. And it's on sale right now for half off. I'm going to buy it, but for $50. 6 characters and story DLC was a bitter pill to swallow. I'm not even sure you can do cameos, just 6 new fighters.
Yeah, there hasn't been any new cameos. It's the 6 characters and half of it is guests. They're not even Mortal Kombat characters.
So imagine that the base game was $70 and you probably got, let's say, over 22 characters. It might be more than that. But now for $50, you only get a fraction of that and like 3 hours of story versus maybe the 6 to 8. Ridiculous. And I, being the big Mortal Kombat shill, even I said, I'm not buying that. I'm waiting for Black Friday. And I was shocked. I was shocked to see that 50%. I figured they're going to knock off 20%. Like, okay, I'll get it for like 40.
40,
say
43.
Yeah, I think I'll say, after tax, yeah, but 25 and $30 for the game with everything, that reeks of desperation.
Yeah.
That reeks of, hey, we got to get these numbers up for the shareholders. Hey, look, we sold an extra 100,000 copies of MK this quarter.
Just that holidays.
Yeah, but how much did you sell it for,
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's not good. That's not good at all. And according to a lot of the reviews, whatnot, they didn't really like the story. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to buy it. Maybe we'll get a brief review once, because now I
I
really want to play it now.
So can I step in really quick? So I did buy it on the
Yeah.
sale. This sale that
Uh-huh.
we have for the 25
Hmm.
goes as a horror fan. As you can see, I have my custom Robert England Nightmare on Elm Street mask that I made, and Captain Spaulding. Just a little bit of horror, a little bit of gaming, a little bit of horror. But anyways, as a horror shill, Ghostface did draw me in, and then I still waited until I saw gameplay, people using him, and I was like, okay, this character looks kind of dope. His fatality was kind of cool that I seen. The second fatality was cool. $25. I bought Ghostface, technically, but I got all the rest of the shit with it. I was like, cool. I do want to play Noob Saibot anyways, because I'm a actual legacy shill for Mortal Kombat. I'm a legacy shill,
Right.
so. And I did watch Chaos Reigns. I watched my boy Fate play it. I saw Total MK play through it, and it was dog shit. I'm not gonna lie, that shit was dog shit. I really didn't feel it, but I really wasn't into the storyline for MK1 in general. Like it was a great setup, but I think it was just poorly executed. It had a lot of great setups to it, poorly executed, and then really didn't like the actual storyline. We made Havoc the main whatever. I don't want to spoil anything, but it was just I wasn't feeling
And
it too much.
and the funny
But
thing is, I like Havoc as a big bad. I think he has a lot of meat, no pun intended, to his bones as a character. The problem is, I guess I haven't played it, but it just seems that they seem to just skip like 3 hours of content and just boom, here's the ending in like 10 minutes flat. It
yeah,
just seems so rushed, especially for MK's one ending. We played MKX 9, 11, right? It
hmm
seemed like they were kind of like clearly 9 was a retelling of 1, 2, and 3. Clearly X was kind of like a retelling of 4 and a little bit different. This seemed to be like a retelling of what's that? Deception. But it jumped from Deception right to like a Armageddon. I'm like, well, hold on. Where's Blaze? Where's the big bad? No, you just either fight, Quan Chi or Shang Tsung. And like, well, that's just Deadly Alliance. Like, so like, I appreciate what they were doing. I give them what they call an A for effort, but the execution of it
yeah,
missed the mark.
for
In
sure.
fact, I think that's a lot with MK1 overall. It misses the mark. I
That's
think.
yes, it's a lot of great ideas in this game. See, cameos, people might not like the cameos, but it's a great idea. It's super fresh for Mortal Kombat. So it's like I appreciate that. I
Mhm.
appreciate the timeline reset. The idea of that is so dope, but it's so disappointing because it's like, man, you did a whole like basically multiverse thing within Mortal Kombat, and this is all you got. It's like, why the fuck is it? It's like, where is Jade? Where is Jax? Where is Cobra? Where
I
is
mean,
Darius? Where's Daru? Kotaru? Where's
you remember the story for MK11. A lot of people thought you was gonna get, because it was a timeline story. You
yeah?
had the past meeting the future, whatever. So you're thinking, oh snap, we're gonna get all these characters from the past. You got a smidgen,
Yeah, you got a little taste. They get like I do like Chameleon as an assist is so dope, right?
right?
But what would have been cooler is Chameleon as a character as
Personally,
well. And since we had Chameleon female, we could have the male version for the
yeah.
game for the actual character. Cool. Just like how we have female Sector playable and male Sector as assist. Cool. You got it all in there. They got
Yeah.
little um
Well, who knows if that was the plan? I hate to be this guy of regurgitation news, but let's just briefly read what was supposed to be in Combat Pack 3.
yes,
So
please, please.
allegedly, let's say, after rocking the realms on Tuesday with aforementioned initial claims, Fate Unknown, that's the Reddit user, followed up early Wednesday morning with another Reddit post listing Jade, Cassie Cage, Kung Jin, Sonya, and Kano, and an unknown guest was playing as characters for Combat Pack 3. So there's a little bit of your classic roster right there that you won't get. But at the same time, the only new characters you're really getting out of this was probably, I mean, because Jade and Kunjin are nowhere to be found in MK1. Kano and Sonya are as cameos, whatever. Cassie Cage.
No.
She's not in this game. Okay, she's not. It's Janet. That's what I'm getting confused with. Like, wait a minute, Cassie? No, it's Janet Cage in the game, and another guest character. Who knows what it could have been? I'm not going to speculate. It doesn't really matter. Whatever, right?
Yeah, it's whatever.
And in quote, for my final post, there is further info about the canceled DLC. First Chaos Reign sales were not the only reason. There were multiple reasons the team was pushed to move on, but the sales were just the big reason. The NRS team really wanted to do DLC, and they are not happy about it, but they have no choice. Second, I do not know what the story stuff would have been. It did not make it far enough for me to learn anything about the details. Sorry. So there's more DLC storylines too. So you're getting more story. There was going to be more stuff.
Yeah.
Now, once again, if there was going to be more story, they should have probably fit it into Combat Pack 2. It looks like already we're nickel and diming us already. Because I was making a funny face as you were discussing this game. Was this the same game that was charging money for fatalities for the holiday ones?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking that wasn't MK11, right? No, it was this game.
This is the game with you had the Christmas fatality, the Thanksgiving one. I think was the first one or the Halloween one.
The Halloween one was.
Yeah, but they had a Thanksgiving. Yep, Thanksgiving. Oh yeah.
So look, I know these devs like to cry about games costing a lot of money. Harada does it. That's why Tekken fan base is a little angry. But we're going to stick with Mortal Kombat. I don't have any problem with these companies asking for money, but there should be some things that you should not even have the iota, the balls to even ask for. Paying for a fatality is ridiculous.
It's crazy. That's crazy work right there.
That's absolutely ridiculous, especially considering how many Mugen games come up with these, free games, and they make these really interesting fatalities for free because they're fans.
I guess I'd pay for it if it was like a pack for like every character. Like every character had a separate Christmas fatality.
Right.
This is just one fatality.
Yeah, generic universal fatality everyone does.
Yeah, now if it was a pack where you had all the holidays and each character had a separate fatality, it'd be cool. Kind of like, I don't know, they had a free animality pack. It's like, that's free.
Right.
And they have their own animalities. So I don't get why we could do that with the holiday one, whatever. But if you want us to pay for something, you got to kind of dig a little deeper. I don't know, work a little overtime, something. What the fuck you got to do? You're at work.
Bust up those Nestle Crunch bars.
Yeah. I come on work. Family. Hey, look, we're paying for this shit. So we're just letting you know. We'll buy it. I would have bought a Halloween pack if everyone had a Halloween pack. Specific, separate Halloween fatality. Simple.
Yeah.
Simple stuff. Like, it's like, you want us to buy these costumes? I love, now, talk about spending money. I love their costumes. The MK95 pack, fire.
Yes. I bought Sub-Zero. Yeah.
The MK3 packs, fire.
Yes.
The Sindel Deception pack, that was fire.
Yeah.
They have some fire skins. So like, they're literally on the right path. And it's like, but then they do weird shit. And it's like,
yeah.
where's the disconnect?
MKX, they gave us Classic Fatality pack for free, was it not? That was part of the patch.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that was part of the patch. So like, you can't give away stuff for free. And like, don't be some damn, like, these game devs are like drug dealers. Hey man, you want a bump of this? You want here? Hey, oh man,
hey man, you want some of this shit? Yeah, you want some of this shit? I got some shit for you.
Hey, I like this. You come back. Hey man, you got more of that stuff?
Yeah, I got some.
Yeah, I got it. It's gonna cost you some money, but it was free before. Yeah, you want those fatalities.
You want that shit, right? Hey up, little nip.
Right. Like, no, I gotta go clean. So between the outrageous microtransactions, the polarizing, I guess, story, polarizing character decisions, and maybe going overboard with the old man guest characters, as in like, these are characters your dad would enjoy.
So I think the old man guest characters are not bad if it's one.
Yeah.
Not half the pack.
Right.
Like, dude, half the pack is insane, bro. It's like even with the first pack, you had the first pack technically didn't really have old man characters, I think.
No, it had modern people that people wanted to see. Homelander.
It had Homelander, Omni-Man. Yeah.
Peacekeeper. That's what is
Yeah,
Peacemaker guy.
Peacemaker, whatever. I don't know.
John Cena, basically.
Yeah, and like I didn't like that shit. I think that the
You didn't like the new characters?
I think Homelander, Omni Man, they technically make sense because
Yes, it makes sense.
they're literally Mortal Kombat characters. You know what I'm saying?
And they're very popular. They're what's going on right now. This
Yeah,
is what
but
you know.
you're kind of in a sensitive spot right now, though. It's like I feel like you got to take care of your legacy first. I've always said this. I said it.
Yes.
I have videos where I say that shit, streams where I say this shit. You got to have the legacy. When you have that many guest characters in a game where people are literally crying for the legacy characters, crying for characters that are not in the game, you gave us some. We have a Tanya, we have a Havoc now, but it's
Rain.
like you have a Rain, and we had a Rain last time too.
Yeah.
But you know, like there's more characters to the it's like they're acting like they ran out of characters and they're trying to like, okay, we only got like 6 characters left. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
Dude, you made a Mortal Kombat trilogy, you made a Mortal Kombat Armageddon. Since Armageddon, you've added characters since then. So you got a lot of fucking characters to use.
You have a lot of characters they can use, definitely.
Yeah, so there's really no excuse. Like, if you had a limited roster, or if the base game had a huge roster, where like we're only missing like 10 characters left, then yeah, I'd be okay with the guest characters. But it's like we're missing people.
The only thing I could give them credit for, and the bar is so low, it's like at least the DLC characters are not a bunch of characters we already played before in like the very last game. For the most part, like I think it's Takeda, Quan Chi, and Ermac, but they were all in MK. No, Ermac wasn't in MK11, was he?
No.
He was, right?
No. Rain was.
Rain was, okay, but Rain's not DLC. Because like I said, the bar is so low because Tech is making us pay for characters that we literally paid for in Tekken 7 again, and then people that died that I wasted like 5-6 hours on a story campaign are just right back for no reason. Like LOL, Heihachi's back. Like what? Yeah. Wait to waste Akuma's guest appearance.
Look, guys, the gaming industry has entered the brain rot era, where even they're trolling us. You know, so.
So, okay, let's address this. So, Mortal Kombat Chaos Reigns did not sell well. We don't even know the sales numbers of MK1. Let's paint this in a, how can I put this? Educated, not trying to just, it's this, that's the reason why. Okay, so clearly MK1 got labeled like a bunch of other games, labeled with the deadly W word. It's woke. Right. Okay.
It did.
So, oh yeah, it did. Yeah. Okay. So one side of me is like this. Okay, the females are dressed more appropriately, like you know,
like nuns.
Look at,
yeah.
If you see how Jade Sonya was dressed in Mortal Kombat versus DC or MK9, oh man, they're going to your local strip club, whatever. Right. This game looks like they're going to church at times. Right. And once again,
they dress like every bitch in that game is just like they're ready to meet mom and dad. Okay, I'm gonna just say it how it is. Look,
once again, I think I pointed out with like Cassie Cage and MKX. Like, I don't have the problem with her being dressed up like ready for combat, whatever, like battle suit. Okay, cool. But as an alternative costume, it should be her more. Let's say it, call it what it is, her sexy outfit. You know, because this game is played a majority by guys. We like seeing women's bodies. And that's how MK has been since day one, right?
Yeah, this isn't some new shit we're just bringing up. Right. Like, we want them to look naked. Dude. No, we're just, that's how you did that. Like, you did that. I don't get, we're not making this shit up.
I don't know if we had the technology, Guiley, to, put a picture over when we're talking about this, but you can remember this edit, i.e. Melina, Mortal Kombat Deception, and MK9.
You will see her on the screen. Probably popping up. I'm gonna show Melina. Well, Melina's she doesn't look too bad. No, I'm saying now she doesn't look that bad. No, she's fully clothed, but her skin tight clothes, so it's not as bad as like a Tanya, in my opinion.
Okay.
If you compare an MK Gold, MK4 Tanya with the Wakanda Tanya we got now, anti Tanya. Who makes the pumpkin pies and shit? The one we got now. You know, so it's
Wait, what?
like, no, I'm serious, but it's like, that's two different fucking styles.
So yeah, I mean, like, look, me being a man, like, like, why? God, I don't want to sound weird. I don't want to just come off weird, whatnot. But like, you look at, I just played Arms not too long ago, and you look at what's the game? That girl's name, Twindle. Like,
Yeah.
geez, she's got a figure. Wow, Nintendo, kudos for designing a woman of color the way a good majority of women of color are. But in this game, everyone's pancakes. I'm like,
Yeah.
why are we so scared of
No
the female?
ass. No
Right? Why are we so
titties. Matter of fact, I want your face look like I just stepped in it. And if you're black, you're gonna sound like you're from fucking Wakanda and shit.
Oh my
That's
god.
just how they do it. Why? Why
Well,
do we have to go so extreme?
well, the voice actress for Cyrax, she is, I think, actually African. I haven't seen her whatnot, so this is
Oh,
not
okay.
like some, act they're putting on whatnot.
Yeah, but they're
So,
probably like, you know what? You know how I
emphasize
wire?
that shit. Lay it on thick.
It's like, you see this DVD? This is Black Panther. You better talk like every bitch that's in this movie for this
My
game.
God. So
Oh.
that's one aspect of it, right?
Yeah.
Then you go with I mean, I guess some of the people that's working on the game, whatever, right? So of course you would think some people's quote unquote political agendas are being forced upon us in the game, whatever, right? And I will always to counteract this because I know how you're looking, right? I have no issue with people, white, black, trans, gay, by working on a video game, right? Look, they
Yeah.
obviously know the code way better than I do, right? I just play
Yeah.
games. I can't do this shit, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you want to see the world through their eyes, and that's fine. But you also have to realize, I guess the best way to put it, your eyes aren't as big as everyone else's. I'm not sure if I'm even saying that right or being really. I'm just trying to say like this: represent your people, but don't try to make that. Don't try to change the whole game to be for your people and just alienate the people that's been
Agreed.
playing this game and supporting it for 30 plus years.
I think no. I think you're cooking. I would probably say this. Represent, but kind of like if this game has a legacy. Like let's just say my agenda was I hated guns. And then I'm working on a game like, I don't know, Halo. It's like, let's not
Stop.
push that agenda on a shooting game, okay? You're playing MK the killing game. Blood, guts, mutilations. It's okay if I'm surprised we haven't seen a nipple yet in Mortal Kombat. That's all I'm saying. It's like we Borderline did MK9, but
And MK versus DC. Oh yeah, Sonya.
yeah,
Let's put that picture up too. Sonya looking like straight.
whoa,
freak
whoa.
mode.
But I definitely think there's a place for all of it. Like I think like if Mortal Kombat exists for 30 years, there was never any political anything. It was always this tournament, fight to the death, you win, this realm wins, that realm wins, whatever, war, right? And then now it's like this emotional. Now there's genders and relationships
I don't
and
have any problems with the emotions in it because you want these characters. Look, we've gone a long way from dudes doing this in a camera, or whatever, right? They can emote. They can. There's story modes now, right? So of course it's going to look more realistic as time goes by, or whatever, right? I don't have any problem with the emotional aspect of it. The problem
it's called
is,
Mortal Kombat. It's not called therapy session for my sick cousin. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, you literally there's brutalities in the game. Okay, if Mortal Kombat were to take out fatalities, brutalities, all the fucked up, you literally fuck people up really bad, bro. Like mutilate them. You turn into an animal and fuck them up some more, bro. Like it's like you literally fucking people up. You're gonna fuck them up. Blood, violence, right? That's okay, right?
Yes, because that's what Mortal Kombat was based upon.
Okay, so what's not only that. Not only did you actually fuck up people, they used to create fuckable characters. Man, if that Jane girl was fine, real Bobby, that's all the fucking weirdos would say. But now we're hallelujah. We're at church again, and what? And now we got these politics. It's like, bro, come on, dude. It's Mortal Kombat. Get to the tournament, fight. This side wins, that side wins. Game over. Next game, please. Well, here's another $70. Thank you, NetherRealm. Simple. Oh, I can't say those words.
Yeah, you
I
said
can't
it.
say those words. It's an inside joke. Don't worry, guys. Just breeze past it. But
But this stems all the way back, and maybe people don't aware this. We can just touch this on the subject. Back from MKX, right?
yeah,
I'll never forget we had issues. What's the MK11? No, it's MK11, right? The Jax ending, right, where he stopped slavery.
yeah,
That triggered so many people, and made me raise my like, what's the problem? How's that an issue with politicals? Shouldn't slavery be bad? It was really telling how some people were thinking.
yeah,
Really telling.
yeah,
Sad. However, you were addressing the gameplay itself.
yeah. When
The perverts was
how many
complaining about
years?
the lack of boobs, the lack of the wokeness, whatever. But meanwhile, you were saying that, dude, this gameplay is stale. I've seen everything in the beta. No one
Yeah.
cared about that first year.
How many years? I'll say it for the first like 2 years. I remember I got blocked on Twitter by Ketchup, by Mustard, by Ed Boon, by all these. I don't give a fuck.
Calm down.
Give a fuck.
You got blocked by Ed Boon for real.
I got blocked by Ed Boon
You
because
sure?
I critiqued the gameplay. I was like, dude, are we gonna get like there's a combat pack? Are we gonna get a combo pack? Are we gonna get a move pack? Like, I'm like, dude, I don't know how people are watching tournaments for a game where they're doing the same shit to each other over and over. And I'm talking the same. Like, people make fun of Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for the same 3 teams. It's like that, but a game that just came out. You're comparing a game that's like 20, 30 plus years old, doing the same fucking moves from 20 years ago. That's different. There was no updates. That's all you had. And that meta they didn't find that meta till years later. You're talking about a game, in 30 days, I seen all the meta. And I was like, I'm done with this, bro. Get this shot in my face. And the only time it changed was when they let you create your classes or your loadouts or whatever they fucking call it.
Your variation.
Your variation. But even they put a limitation on that. So it was like, I can't put this move because it costs too much. It's like
that was the first mistake. They tried to make this some competitive game, I guess. Crying, I'm pretty sure. I don't have facts to back this up, but I'm pretty sure the competitive players are like, that's broken. You can't do that. Well, adapt. There's a lot of dumb shit in Marvel vs. Capcom. A lot of dumb shit, but guess what?
Marvel 3, Marvel Infinite, Marvel 2, Marvel 1, they all are fucking. There's some busted, broken,
right.
literally unblockable setups. Literally, literally touch of death shit. It's okay. Guess what, though? It's fun. Guess what, though? When there's a tournament for it, the brackets are filled up. Guess what, though? Guess what tournament's in Vegas in May or whatever the fuck that tournament is, at EVO?
Mm-hmm.
Marvel is. Guess what's not?
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
It's Mortal Kombat.
Because it's fun.
So yeah, you will see some cool, sometimes you will see the trailers for these characters doing all these cool ass moves, and you will start thinking, ooh, if I could do that into that, this would be cool. And then you get together like, oh, I can't do the shadow kick and this XYZ move in the same class. Oh, trash. So yeah, you literally nerfed yourself. They should have had it like open borders, like combat, to where you could have as many moves as you wanted. I mean, I understand there's limitations because if both moves were back forward, let's say low kick, whatever, then yeah, that's gonna fuck it up. But still, figure it out. I mean, Tekken has 100 moves per character. They figured out how to do it, so why can't y'all? Just make it. Oh, instead of back forward, B is forward B now. So what? Who cares? Figure it out.
Yeah.
Make the games fun, but they want to play it safe and competitive. So that's another strike against Mortal Kombat as of late. The variation system was limited, even though it seemed like it was like you could experiment and do whatever you want. You really couldn't. A lot of things with Mortal Kombat lately, they look like you should be able to do this, but in reality, you can't. No, that doesn't work. Sorry.
Or they got those infamous moves where like the dude's hitting you over your head and it's like a high. I'm like, that's an overhead.
Yeah.
In OG days, that'd be a fucking overhead. You get bounced up and juggled to the fucking corner. Now it's like high. I'm swinging my hand. I'm swinging my hand over your head, down over to the top of your noggin. It's a high, not overhead.
Now, would this be the complaints of the fan base for MKX because it was such a rush down mix up?
It was fun. It was a fun fucking game. It lasted. How many years was it at EVO? You know how many years it was? It was that Evo a lot. I'm using Evo as a standard. It had the ESL Pro League. It had MLG Pro League. It had so many leagues. Okay, it was an Evo. It was all this shit. Right? This shit was on TV. Remember, it was on TV. It was on actual TV, and we haven't seen it back on TV ever since. So
I mean,
that says a lot. And MKX had huge issues. They had to fucking rebuild the network. I don't know if you guys remember that. They'd actually fixed the network where it was fucking garbage online. While it still had online leagues during the trash network, it had online training. It had the rooms. It had all the features that are missing in fucking the current Mortal Kombat now.
Which is another problem for MK1.
Yeah, then the game was fun. It had that was the first one to add the variation features.
And it was dope. It
was dope, but it wasn't. It was like
look,
at launch it was cool.
And let's say the game had 20 characters, even though I know that's wrong. You had 20 characters, but there was 3 different versions. I'm bad at math, but they just multiplied the amount of characters you had right now.
Oh yeah, what's the final number? No, I was kidding. I'm not gonna put you on the spot. No,
but of course, yes. The problem was there were some characters. Variation was like gold standard, and the rest was just either bronze or shitty. Some characters had silver. Some characters had gold. Like
that's what made it fun.
Yeah,
dude, that shit, like Quan Chi had literally hard to block, damn near unblockable setups, bro. And that shit was so fucking tight. I didn't even use Quan Chi. I used to be like, oh, this bitch ass motherfucker hit me with this, but it was tight. You know what I'm saying? I used to fucking. Predator.
Scorpion is a nightmare on that game. Like he's not even like a scrub friendly character, but he's a nightmare depending on what class. And then like that one class with the demons get you. It's such a troll, dude. You getting your ass shoulder check from the back.
Arise.
Getting your legs. It was so dumb, but then you play against another Scorpion that would have like the katana blades. It was like, whoa, this is completely different. I love that about that game. MK11, it didn't. I don't know, man. It didn't seem like it really worked on that.
Yeah,
the variation system in MK11 didn't work, and then by the time you get to MK1, there are no variations. You got these cameo systems, which, like I said earlier, everyone doesn't like them. I don't like that shit. I'll be.
So I was excited, dude. I was so excited for the cameo system because I love Marvel vs. Capcom. We're really Marvel 3. That's the one I really love. Marvel 2, I was late. I was on DDR and all that shit back then. So that was a side game to me back then. So I couldn't appreciate it like everybody else does. I'm late.
And not to mention, it was the year 2000. Like, y'all still playing 2D games?
I was playing. Tekken 3. Shit, I was working on Virtual Fighter 4, Street Fighter EX3. Like, they already had Capcom was already making 3D games of their own. I was like, oh, shit. Right. But it was tight. It was just like, yeah, over here. But
Tekken Tag, was out at the time.
Tekken Tag, Tekken Tag was So it wasn't like no shade towards it. It was just, man, we moved on. But damn, what the fuck I was gonna go with this?
Yeah, the cameos.
Oh yeah, sorry. God damn, y'all. Sorry. See, when I talk about the good era of gaming, it just this era is so forgettable. Is what I'm trying to say. No, but
flashback, man. Remember those good games?
Man, it just man, I was just like, man. But no, the cameo system I was excited for because I like Marvel vs. Capcom, and I was like, damn, Mortal Kombat is about to be this crazy, broken, like back-to-back setup bullshit. And I'm like, this game's about to last forever. I'm about to be in training mode all fucking day, labbing combos, the cameos and setups, and it's kind of not like that. It's definitely better than 11. Way better than 11 to me, to be honest. I like it way better than 11 overall.
The gameplay,
and then the cameos add an extra, like, cool. It's kind of cool. Certain people have some cool ass setups, and I like that. But it's just the way the cameos work. They're kind of limited. So it's like in Marvel vs. Capcom, you pick your character, like you pick 3 whole characters, and then your other characters you could pick the assist type. You know what I'm saying? And on here, you pick your cameo, and they have different assist moves, which is cool. Right. I'm okay with that. But the problem is, they obviously chose how they want the cameo to play as. Like, there's some characters that have good ambush moves, some have good trap moves, some have good buff defensive or buff or debuff moves. So there's a lot of cool stuff. Obviously we played Mortal Kombat 1, and But what I don't like is it's still limited. You know, there's the cameo meter. I think the meter's cool somewhat, but then it's like obviously the good move is going to take all the bar.
Yeah,
So
that's the
you know what I'm
problem.
saying? It's like
Versus like
instead
Marvel
of a
Capcom.
timer, it's a normal
Yeah,
universal timer. You do this
yeah.
move, and in about a couple seconds, you can do another move, any type of move again, which means that you can do different type of. You know, if they had a timer, you'd be able to do different type of combos, different type of setups because you have a timer, and that'd be cool. You know, so it's just I don't know, it's like little weird shit they chose to do. I'm glad they brought back breakers and it took all your meter because they
Yeah.
made it much more of a strategic thing, and you have to
Because you
actually.
hated flipping out, right?
Well, I hated
Like,
flipping out because of the input that it had. You know, the
yeah.
input sometimes they make you flip out, and you didn't want to do that. Now you lost all your shit. Also, the way MK11, it was so limited. Like all the moves were like these like 30-second animations. You press back forward X, and he's just swinging his hands and shit. 7-hit combo. You just press back forward X, and he flips out of it. He's still swinging. So now that do that you're punishing. You whooped his ass. He flips out of it. Now he's beating your ass into a counter blow, into a fatal blow, and you lost the round. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
And it's
Man,
like,
it's
dude,
like you're reminding me of the good things with MK11, then also the bad things.
yeah, dude, get
With
that
the crushing
trash out of here.
blows.
Yeah, crushing blows, fatal blows, counter blows. That
Hey,
shit blows.
you made a mistake. You lost 40% health.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, boss is dumb. Why did he press that button when he's negative on block? I'm gonna beat his ass. Boo, boo, boo. And then boss like, flip out. He flips out, and then I'm still swinging. Oh shit. Oh shit. He's getting back up. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm dead. What?
In other
What?
words, what Cetrion's rock, she could literally just throw that rock.
Just stop. You just triggered me.
38%.
Triggered me. Fuck that stupid ass game. Look, that game looked beautiful. It had a decent roster. You know, it did a lot of things right, but man, fuck that shit.
But
I'm
hold on,
done.
let's just make sure we stated we love the down two crushing blow. That was
Yeah,
like one of the best ones
down
of that
two
game.
crushing blow. Even if it didn't have to do the damage boost, they should just do the animation forever. That should be forever a
Or
staple.
counter, especially for counter hits.
Yeah, the way it worked, because it was ooh like that shit every time, and
You're
yeah.
receiving it. You're like, oh, I fucked up.
man, when you whip that grab and you knock your shit off, bro. Oh man, dude, that shit was crazy.
See, the point is, like, we enjoyed that game, but there was issues with it. Like now, MK1. Let's just circle back to get to MK1 because we gotta try to fix this franchise. So
Yeah, it was fix MK1.
MK1, it came, it went, and we clearly didn't buy the DLC until they put it on sale. A lot of people apparently did not like this game. We addressed some of the issues. So we've hit another peak with Mortal Kombat where we got the 9 and X, and now we're falling off again. So it's almost like we got 1 and 2, and now we're at 3 and 4. You know, we're at that point again.
Yeah.
So
we're back at the MK Dark Ages.
You know, there's I wish I had them, and maybe I don't know. We have time to put it up. I remember when MK4 came out, EGM was saying, "Yeah, it's time to put this franchise to pasture. We're done with Mortal Kombat." I'm like, and me being a bit Mortal Kombat, like, fuck you guys. What are you talking about? You fucking California Street Fighter cooks. You know they say that back.
California Street Fighter cucks. That's what he thinks of y'all out there.
You know, look, I love EGM. I even supported that Kickstarter, but let's face it, dude. There's two things I do about EGM. They love them some Street Fighter, and they always hated wrestling games and Mortal Kombat games. So I do to take those reviews with a grain of salt. They gave like Raw vs SmackDown like a 7 and a 6.5. Like, nah, bro, this shit cold. I'm not saying they did that, but I'm gonna say they would always rate those wrestling games, or even Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance didn't get the greatest review. And I'm like, man, they tweak it. This game like 9 out of 10. This is Mortal Kombat is back, baby.
Yeah.
So
before you continue, let's go back and re-rate Mortal Kombat franchise till now before we close out. By the way,
okay.
I just want to do that. You just brought up a good idea. We're gonna rate the games. All right, go ahead, bro. I'm so sorry for cutting you off. It just hit me right now.
I mean, how are we gonna re-rate the games?
Start from MK1. Give it what grade out of 10? In today's state. 92 original MK, but finish your thought first. That's later.
My point is, I was just saying, like we've enjoyed Mortal Kombat over the years, and even when the franchise was shitted on by the mass
Yeah.
majority, just like how it's being shitted on right now. Even you and I are kind of almost in that camp. We're not totally there, but we're almost in that camp, right?
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out ways to fix this franchise. And I have ideas. I'm pretty sure you have some ideas. Let's discuss these
Yeah.
ideas. Then we'll rate the franchises and kind of move on from there.
Okay.
All right. So looks like right now, Mortal Kombat, while financially, I'm pretty sure stable. Oh, they got that other movie coming out next year. Oh God. Oh boy. Because Mortal Kombat 2020, you talk about another hit and a miss at the same time. I really enjoyed what they did with Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero was literally Ninja Jason Voorhees in that movie, right? Fucking
Yeah.
cold. No pun intended, right?
Hmm.
But I might be saying this a lot on this podcast, but when it came to Cole Young, who asked for that?
There it is. Who
Like,
asked for this?
who asked for some rando guy that never been in Mortal Kombat lore to be
Yeah.
the main guy? Like Liu Kang was in the background. Like what? Why? This is fucking Liu Kang. These guys ever fucking play these games? Nevertheless, and then they dropped the ball. I'm like, okay, when you see the movie, look, this movie's like almost 4 years old now. Like, so I'm not spoiling. If you spoil it, sorry, okay. But Scorpion came back as a Spectre, just like how he is in MK1, and came back and fought Sub-Zero and saved the day from Cole Young. Now, Cole Young is a descendant of the Shiryu Ryu clan, whatever, right? All they had to do was let Scorpion absorb into Cole Young, and boom, I'm Scorpion now in real life. Cool, okay, you had a purpose. You had a purpose. That's what you're here for. You're here to bring Scorpion back to modern times. But no, he just said, I have to go now. My planet needs me. Scorpion fucked off, and we're stuck with this loose still. So
Yeah.
good luck with MK2. From what I'm hearing, though, the guy that's playing Shao Kahn in part 2 knocked out the park. That's the rumor. Like, he's going to be the best Shao Kahn in film ever. The bar's kind of low about that, but
I was about to say, anything Mortal Kombat movie wise is blow.
So as I was saying, let's try to fix this franchise, right? We got
Yeah.
so they got to capitalize on this movie, right? Hopefully they'll figure it out. So Mortal Kombat needs to take a break. It has to take a
Mortal
fucking
Kombat needs a
franchise break.
5-year break.
But unfortunately, we all know Warner Brothers isn't doing that because, as that read in this article, hold on, now let's see. I know I read it someplace. They said they're definitely going to be focusing on Batman, Harry Potter, and Mortal Kombat. Whatever. That's what they're going to be leaning towards. Another franchise I can't think of right now.
Boss, I want to say they need to take a break, but they could do other things with Mortal Kombat that's not related to a new Mortal Kombat. So go ahead and cook, because we're on the same page. Go ahead and cook, player. I'm right here. I'm with you. Go ahead.
I'm going to touch on that. Yeah.
I already know. Go ahead, man. Just go ahead and cook.
The first thing they can do is either A, remaster Shaolin Monks. That's an easy dub. People have been crying for that game for years. There's not really co-op online game in this day. Hey, you know what? If you want to go balls to the wall, make it a 4-player co-op game and maybe redo the story where Scorpion Sub-Zero get involved, knock yourself out. But easily, or just look, if you want to be lazy, just remaster the game. You can update it, do the whole build from the ground up shit, whatever. But it should be the same game. It should be that story. If you want to add a stage that you forgot to put in there, you couldn't. Whatever, do whatever you want to do. But easy money, Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks, remastered, reblooded, Fatality Edition, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I don't care, whatever, right? Just PS2. The game was on PS2 and OG Xbox. That game didn't even make it to the GameCube. Okay, people want that game, so that's easy money. You don't gotta think. You don't have to think. Just do. You don't gotta think about nothing. Then to also emphasize easy money, because obviously you didn't make the sales on this. Mortal Kombat fans want Mortal Kombat. See what I have in my hand right here? See this? See this? This is the Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Around here, I have the Capcom Fighting Collection #1. I have a Capcom Beat 'em Up Collection. You know what this is? NetherRealm? Easy money.
Printed money.
Easy money. You know why?
Boss, tell me how many copies of that game you own.
Yeah, I'm about to say, you know why it's easy money? Because I already have this game on Steam. I already double dipped because you fuckers knew I was gonna wait. I couldn't wait to play this game. I just bought it in August, and then I pre-ordered this game thinking it was gonna come out in August. No, you idiot! You're gonna get this in November. Fuck off. But you know what? But I have it though. It's mine. You can never take it away from me. Can you put MK1 2, 3, Ultimate 3, 4, Gold, and Trilogy on a damn cartridge in a disc and call it the Mortal Kombat Collection.
Online cross play.
Yes.
You want to print money. Mortal Kombat boss is saying, if you would like to print money, WB, NRS, please, Mortal Kombat Arcade 1, 2, 3, Ultimate, Trilogy, and Gold, and 4. Shit, 1, 2, Ultimate, 3, and 4 if you want. Let's just be lazy. The laziest way. Mortal Kombat Arcade 1, 2, 3, 4. Crossplay, online. Cool different walk around avatar lobbies where you could go into different realms of Mortal Kombat, have little arcade things. Look at Tekken, look at Street Fighter 6, look at Guilty Gear, look at 2XKO. Look at that shit and learn. Have us walking around and we'll be fucking happy. If you want to be really cool, throw in puzzle combat and chess combat and motor combat with newer and more characters. There you go, $70, $100. We will buy it. You have 2 copies sold right here and many more that comment below. Be sure to like and subscribe, by the way, if you're interested in tuning.
2 copies.
That's 2 copies. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. You, okay. You guys come out with that. Every platform you release it on, I'm buying a copy. He's buying a copy. So that's like 8 copies right there, just off of 2 dudes.
Right.
Okay.
I'm definitely gonna have it on Steam because that's what we play mostly on PC. I gotta have it on like this for portable
or whatever version. Even if you don't do Switch, even if you just did PlayStation, Xbox, PC.
No,
realistic,
Switch, bro. Hey, hold on. If they can put that game of MK1 on Switch, you best be sure you can put them old ass games on the Switch, dude.
Even if it didn't, I'm just saying, whatever. I will have a copy on even with crossplay. There's really no reason for you to own it multiple times if there's crossplay. Dude, I have MK1 on PS5 and Xbox.
Right. I have MK1 on Xbox. Well, I guess I don't have it on PC. I have it via the cloud. But as far as MK11, I own it on Switch.
Dude, I have MK11 everywhere.
MK11 on Switch, dude.
And I hate MK11. I have it everywhere. So I'm just saying, you want to print money, just give the people what they want.
And mind you, Godly, we just gave them the majority of the 2D games. You guys can make a collection too.
Yeah.
With Deadly Alliance, Deception, and Armageddon, and Gas, Mortal Kombat versus DC.
Really?
Yeah.
On one game?
Yeah, because you know why? Because Capcom did the impossible by bringing Capcom versus SNK 1 and 2 back, with Power Stone 1 and 2, and Project Justice, a game that only 50 people know about, but they all gonna have the game.
I can go deeper. Plasma Sword. No one knows what the fuck that is.
You know, like, come on, bro. You know what I mean? Like, dude, then you could see the feedback from the community. And like, damn, they really like this old school Mortal Kombat. This will give WB that buffer of money, easy money, because it's a low investment with high profit value, right? You're gonna make easy dough.
You don't even have to remaster it. Just clean it up, up-res it a little. I do it on my emulators all the time that I legally own the ROMs to. And then simple. I literally go to the drop-down menu, internal resolution times whatever your computer can handle, and it looks great. And you can even make a little nice borders and everything. Nothing crazy. Simple. And then, keep the game the way it is. Keep the game the way it is, please.
Yes.
Especially Mortal Kombat. I don't want to see. Yeah. You had to remove it.
I don't think there's anything to remove. There's nothing to remove.
Yeah, unless you're removing the clothes off of them, just don't touch it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything in those games to remove. Hell, those games even have like MK40 even have like breast physics. Now, of course, when you get the PS2 versions, oh boy, that's gonna be a different story. But hey, let's just focus one thing at a time. NRS, let's just do the classics first, okay? Now, for step 3.
Can I add one more thing to the? Can I add one more thing to the classics? Here's the cool thing about the classics. So let's say we're in the PS5 Series X era. The cool thing about it, when PS6 and Series 3 comes out, you could re-release that shit again and put them all together and resell the shit again.
Yep, you certainly can.
So you could keep, because look at Capcom, they've been doing that to us every generation, shit within the same generation.
Dude, you know how many Street Fighter collections I own?
Yeah.
Mind you, Street Fighter collections have been coming out since fucking PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Capcom knows how to make bread off old ass fucking games. Why don't y'all?
You literally have a legacy. Just you pray on it. Just pray on. Like literally, here's the best. You guys been savoring it for years, so now it's really gonna sell. Just don't fuck it up. Don't fuck it up like you fucked up the last arcade collection on 360.
Right? Yeah.
That's the only bad. You guys only fucked up that last one. So that's the only reason why it didn't sell that well because you fucked it up.
Yeah, having a lobby with only 4 people, it was a real smart move.
4? There was no lobby. It's one-on-one. The only one that had a lobby was UMK3 on 360.
I'm thinking of the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection. That was a lobby of 4.
Yeah, but at least on the Street Fighter Anniversary, you were able to pick your game before every match.
True. Yeah,
I'm just saying, look at what exists already. You could literally make your own version of that with Mortal Kombat.
There's so many blueprints and crazy taxi arrows pointing at how to do this shit. It's not hard, you know. And look, in the rest or Warner Brothers games. I'm talking like Warner Brothers now. You have so many fucking games you guys own. Throw them in as bonuses. Hey, if you beat Mortal Kombat 2, you unlock Joust. You beat MK3, you unlock Road Blasters. It's just like
Root Beer Chapter. I don't know. Is that a midway game? I don't know. Or
you unlock the Super Nintendo versus, the Game Boy versus, the Game Gear versus. What?
Or hey, you can unlock the grid.
Okay, golly.
Okay, all right. Take a step back. But I will say this: Mortal Kombat Collection 2. You can add War Gods. You can add Mace.
Oh yeah. If you need
filler
titles,
if you want to fluff it up, and you would dig deep, and people will really appreciate you and really be like, all right, they fucked up MK1, but NRS and WB is cooking right now. They want money. You really want to catch people's attentions, bro? Throw that shit in there, and I'd say Collection 2, because you're already gonna win hearts with Collection 1. I'm telling you, you having Mortal Kombat 1, 2, Ultimate 3, and just 4 without even trilogy. You won. Trilogy? No, I'm just saying, if I'm talking the least amount of work. These games exist already. You go on GOG and download them and reconfigure them to make them work on consoles. Like literally, the games exist. Okay, so like you could take 1 through 4, and I would love trilogy. We all would love trilogy, but guys, listen, we want them to do the least amount of work and print the most amount of money.
Yes.
1 through 4.
That's how desperate we are.
Yeah, that's how desperate. We're telling you, cut some shit, do less, but you'll still make money by doing a little bit of work. Literally, you don't have to do all the other shit, and you can still sell microtransactions. You can still come out with a fucking battle pass. What? You know how? Because there's going to be avatars in the game.
Oh.
You can walk around, costumes. I'm gonna buy the battle pass because I'm gonna be whooping y'all ass MK3 and MK4 and MK2.
No. I mean, man, let's not get more ideas for microtransactions. All right, trust me.
Dude,
that'll be the first thing they do.
Yeah, we'll have the we'll have the battle pass before we even know what MK games are on this collection. It'll be MK Arcade Collection. Pre-order now for and get the battle pass. And it's like battle pass. Well, which games are on there? Get the battle pass.
Right.
Is MK4 on there? Get the battle pass. Is MK Trilogy on there? Get the battle pass. It's like, okay.
Number three. So right. Okay, so we re-released Shaolin Monks.
Yes.
We got Combat Collection 1 and 2 out, right? So this just gave y'all a buffer of 3 years.
That's three fucking years, dude.
You know what you can do in 3 years?
You cut your mic off. Are we supposed to pay for that answer? Is that the Patreon answer? What you could do is
to find out what I said, join the Patreon.
To get Boss's answer, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
No, they have to. They give 3 years gives them enough time to come up with a new 3D engine. You can't do the 2D thing anymore. Obviously, that's cooked. Go 3D. Go back to the Daily Alliance Deception. Do something new. I mean, I think you guys can cook, dude. I believe in you guys. Like, because these I'm pretty sure a lot of these guys working these games never did 3D before. So they're like, oh, this is a challenge. Because I always hear this stuff with devs. We see these interviews, whatnot, how they just get bored with your favorite game. Oh, we were bored. So we decided to try something new. Like, how y'all bored? I'm loving this game. Why ain't y'all change this shit? So I guess maybe we don't work in the industry. I don't know. But I think a new 3D Mortal Kombat game in the realm of like deception would be cool because they learn so much. We're not like, dude, it can be done. Look, I'm telling you, I say this, I come with these ideas from a place of love. Let me show y'all something. All right. Look at this. Look at this. See that? See that right there?
Cute couple.
That's me. Yes, very. That's me and Ed Boon. Okay. So when I bring this up to you, here you go.
There you
when
go.
I bring
There
this
you
up,
go.
bro. When I bring this up to you guys, it's because I'm not being a hater or a shit. I love this franchise. Mortal Kombat is my favorite video game franchise, right next to Legend of Zelda. So it pains me to see people coming at my damn game. You know, because like I said, when the dark days of MK was going on, I was a shield like, huh, fuck you, EB.
Yeah, you were like,
bro.
what'd you do with Mortal Kombat? Oh, fuck you up in that game.
Right,
Yes, sir.
No, Street Fighter. I don't even know that Street Fighter. It just says 3 on the marquee. What game is that? I never heard of 3 before. Street Fighter's trash. Like, so yeah, I'm the Mortal Kombat kid. You know, like, dude, y'all have no idea from, you know, well, a lot of you older guys would know how big Mortal Kombat is, man. But for me, Mortal Kombat is super special to me, dude. And it pains me to see it going right. We're in the second Dark Ages right now, man. So, but like all dark things, they pass. They can rise up like a phoenix, man. And I want Mortal Kombat to rise up by just giving the fans what they want and doing the least amount of work we just gave y'all.
Well, MK Shaolin Monks might be a little bit of work, but like you said, that's not something. This is an existing project.
Exactly.
Exists.
The groundwork's already done.
Yeah.
You don't have to rethink of anything. Y'all can come up with a new stage, new series, knock yourself out. But 80% of the work is done for y'all. Y'all just got to put a new graphics engine, so maybe some new actual actors, voice actors this time. You know,
for the love of God, if you don't have online co-op on this shit, like these other re-release games are doing, for the love of fucking God, better have online. And this one you don't have to have crossplay. For Shaolin Monks, we don't need crossplay. That's weird. It would be cool. It would be cool, but I'm okay if I only on Steam. I'm gonna buy the multiple copies regardless. Okay, the fans are gonna buy multiple copies regardless. If a hardcore fan has Steam and let's say a PS5, they're buying both versions just because. Just because, without even considering online.
They want to play with their friends, you know. They don't want to play on stream. They want to play this game portable. They'll buy it on their Steam Deck. They'll have it on Switch, whatever. Switch 2. It's like, look, man. At the end of the day, this news article right here saying Chaos Reigns was a failure or it's over with should be a wake-up call. I don't want the dark ages of Mortal Kombat again. I don't want the franchise to go dormant again. You know, I don't want to sit back and play Mugens off of Maximum Muscle's channel because I need some Mortal Kombat in my life all day. I mean, I just want quality Mortal Kombat games, you know, and like I said, for as good as, like I said, Mortal Kombat 1 has a lot of cool things about it, but overall, it missed the mark. It didn't go over with the fan base. It's time to take a step back, go back to the drawing board, dude. And the easy way to take a step back is by doing little projects, AA games, if you will, re-release Shaolin Monks, re-release old games, give yourself a 3-year window and come up with a brand new MK that's going to shock the world. That's all. That's all, man.
I like it. I'm for it. I knew what Boss was going to say before. He never told me this, so I knew what he was going to say because he's a fan, and all fans are saying the same shit, so it's easy. It was easy pickings. We speak from a place of heart, not hate. We're not trying to react or bait or clickbait or grift or whatever the fuck you want to call this shit, dude.
I'm not going to say the dreaded letters that start with D and N and I. I'm not going to say all that stupid shit.
We could say sure, whatever. DEI, woke, all that bullshit. At the end of the day, that's not what's killing Mortal Kombat.
No, it's not.
There's so many other problems with the game. I'll say, look, if you want to throw that in there, we'll say on top of the things that are fundamentally missing and needed from the game, that makes it worse. We'll say that. I'll say that at least. Sure, and that adds to the pile, the shit pile. Cool, unnecessary, but whatever. It's not the end of the world.
I
If
mean,
if you had DEI infested Mortal Kombat, but we had all the shit we wanted in the game, I'd have to shut the fuck up. Like, well, so what? There's a trans ninja and a gay fucking emperor over there. But guess what? All fucking 90 Mortal Kombat characters that exist are in the game. So
now
fuck it. Thanks for the
I'm pretty sure.
additions.
I'm pretty sure there's gonna be somebody in the comments. You know what they need? They need a white ninja with a special hood. Like, what?
Yeah. No, let me guess. He has the real ropes, huh?
Right. I always like that MKKK. Like, wait,
MKKK. Yeah, I mean that'd be the DLC character for pre-ordering.
And as far as like, real quick to wrap this up, because I don't want to beat this over the head. Like, as far as the next level, that we got that 3-year gap, and we need this new 3D game. Do some. Not only should the game engine be bold, the story needs to be bold. You guys killed off Liu Kang at the beginning of Deadly Alliance. You were so close there at the end of MK X when we had zombie not zombie Liu Kang. What was he? His Revenant Liu Kang and Revenant Katana.
Yeah.
I literally thought that was who was going to be fighting in MK 11. Like, oh, this is interesting. I got to fight Liu Kang at the end of the game. But no, it was Kronika. And I don't really have a problem with Kronika. She was cool for her serves her purpose. But unfortunately, that purpose, it may have led to a domino effect of things that we got right now. Like, oh, this didn't work out. It didn't work out. Like I said, it missed the mark, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. But if you had like evil Liu Kang and evil Katana at the end, maybe you would save them. Like, oh wow, I got this cool MacGuffin right here. This will bring Liu Kang back to the good side. Like, okay, easy, whatever.
I think the safest option would be, because I think you have Garrus. He's like the timekeeper, protector of that shit.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is have Shang Tsung and Quan Chi jump that motherfucker, slit his throat, bust the time thing, and it's gonna force them to go into the MK2 era, and they're just invading MK2.
Or like all the time realms are collapsing on each other, and they just happen to run towards
the MK2 era.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's essentially MK2, but you get all the characters from all the other MKs, like Cabal. I don't know.
Or they run right back into the Armageddon timeline.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh shit, we're right back at the damn pyramid again. Like, you see that big fight about to happen. Like,
yeah.
Like, damn. It's like, it's CJ. Oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah, like just get back to the basics. I like what they're doing. They have good ideas, but I think take a few years off. We gave you the sauce for what to re-release, and if you need more time, let's say you need more time, right? We gave you 3 years. Now for the 4th year, there's this game called Fortnite. You can put Mortal Kombat characters in Fortnite. You can put Mortal Kombat characters in Call of Duty. You can put Mortal Kombat characters in other games, multiverses, if you want to help that game out a little. But in 4 years, I'm pretty sure that game would be delisted. Yeah. So
go with Fortnite, please. I would love to see Sonya and
Sonya, Scorpion, Sub-Zero. Yeah, like there's other ways to buy time. So like it's really no excuse, and I have sympathy, but I don't at the same time, because we're just two regular fucking people. We don't go to school for this shit. We don't. This is not our life. But one thing I will say is our passion. So I feel like if you don't have that passion anywhere in your meetings, that you're sitting there with your suit and ties in your AC or air weather controlled rooms and your high speed internets and high end PCs, and you don't have this type of ideas going on, then yeah, it's very scary.
It boils down like this. Case in point, dude. If you imagine you were a game dev, right? And you had your choice of, all right, Golly, we got a project for you. We're going to have you work on the Evil Within 3, or we got this other project called Total Spies Reboot from Kids WB. Which one you want to work on?
Total Spies.
Oh, okay. You being an asshole.
Yeah, no. I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean.
But the point is, you're going to work on the game you have passion for, right? Because I always hear these stories of devs working on these movie-based games back then on Game Boy Advance. Oh, I got to make the Over the Hedge game. I got to make Madagascar. Like, I want to work on the X-Men. I want to work on World of Warcraft. I don't want to make this stupid-ass shit. So, of course, you're not going to care. So, if you're working on
But that's not their fault. That's not necessarily the people that worked on it. It's the people that's in the brain rooms, those meetings, the storyboard meetings.
That
You
is
know, like
also true.
that's where I'm saying like that's where your passion players really need to be. The devs are the
Well,
workers. Like I don't like what I do every day. You don't like well, I guess you like what you do, but you don't necessarily like what you do every day at work. Some people work at Amazon. I'm pretty sure they don't like slinging boxes every day, especially for you greedy ass Prime members. That I bought it 7 hours ago. Where is it at? I'm like, look, dude, 5 years ago you'd have to wait 2 fucking weeks. All right, so relax. You know, but but so work is work. You know, this is the line of work you chose. Like I said, I have zero sympathy as a person that works and grinds and does a bunch of bullshit. This is where you work. This is what you sign up for. It's one of the reasons why I backed out of the game industry back in the day. I went to school for it. I started to go to school for that shit, and I was like, nah, I'd rather play games, buy games than make games.
I have a funny story about that as well. When I went to college, I wanted to be a game dev too, whatever, right? But you know
Yeah,
what broke me? The idea. I'm pretty sure it happens. The idea, like, man, I worked my ass off in this game, and I really here goes the review. 6.5 out of 10. Remedial gameplay. Like, it's just like I just worked my ass off in this game. This one, 6.5. That was back in the day. Now these games like, well, we'll fix it. You know,
yeah.
I had the mindset of the PS2 era.
Yeah,
Making
once you
games.
print, yeah, once the game went gold, it literally went gold.
That was it.
Not this. The game is gold. I mean, we had a
So,
couple of those. We had MK Gold, and then it was MK Gold Hot New.
well, that was a completely different issue. Man. You can clearly see. Yeah. Well, how much time we got left on the show, brother?
Bro, we have all fucking day, but we're at 106, so we're good.
Okay.
I like to give
Well,
us an hour and a half for the people, man. You know, but anything less or more is fine. You know, but I definitely wanted to touch since we are MK fans. I think we should give them our perspective of, I guess, an updated rating of
okay.
the franchise starting from the
Can we,
beginning.
can can we do 1 out of 5? 1 out of 5.
Yeah, we do 1 through 5. Yeah,
1 out of 5 dragon logos. So I'm gonna give Mortal Kombat 1 92 a solid. Man, I guess a solid. Going back
today. So like right now, if somebody said, "Hey, boss, what's Mortal Kombat like? Which one should I play?" And then they're like, "Well, I got all the games here, so can you tell me? Let's rank them." And so we're gonna rank Mortal Kombat the franchise.
Well, I mean, if we're talking about a game,
But let's just say we have arcade versions because obviously,
sure, yeah, of course.
hey boss, I got Fightcade. There's this Mortal Kombat game on there, and I got GOG, and I got an emulator, and I have Steam,
and I have an Evercart.
And yeah. So
Mortal Kombat 1, I mean, I love that game, but it's definitely stiff, slow, and kind of clunky now. I mean, I don't know, a 3 out of 5.
You're generous.
Yeah,
I give MK1 for the fact that yes, it broke the ground and created ESRB, blah blah blah. Stiff, Sonya legs. It's just dumb. That's brain dead. Sonya's a brain dead character. Anyone who uses her is fucking brain dead.
Well, if anyone does the infinite glitch,
The leg, yeah.
And proud of it too.
Yeah, proud of it. Yeah, the whole crouch blocking thing, you know, that's just stupid. I give it like a 1.5.
1.5.
Yeah, I give it a 1.5. I don't recommend playing it. I'd say watch a video on it. If you do play it, you know, sure, I guess try it. Like it's literally worth a try. But yeah, I give it a 1.5. Boss, you give it a 3. That's very generous.
I think it's worthy of a 3.
Yeah, so that's MK1. You know, that's the original cast.
I mean, it had a cool secret. It had a secret character in the game, dude.
Yeah, no, like I said, there's a lot of good things about it. It's just we're talking about 2024/2025 MK1. Never played it. You're trying to introduce somebody to it. I would never show them MK1. I would show them a video like this is what it looks like, but we don't want to play this shit.
So
it's like Street Fighter 1. Would you show somebody Street Fighter 1?
I would show them to show how far we came in the realm of fighting games.
Okay, that's kind of how MK was not as bad as that, but it's still in that like okay. But MK2, that's a different story.
That's a goated
Wait,
game.
all right, boss. I know this is your shit, man. Go ahead, man.
That
What?
that's that that's a 5 out of 5 right there, dude.
Yeah, I agree.
MK2,
MK2's
the
tight.
the 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 music, what was that? The DCS system in the arcade, man. You can hear that shit a mile away in the
Nah.
arcade back in the day, dude. I got a cabinet over there. The arcade one up. Shout out to you, Moat. And I love Mortal Kombat 2, right? So, it was more characters, more fatalities, new stage fatalities. Shao Kahn was like, dude, I'll never forget like getting the Shao Kahn on the Super Nintendo and like, oh shit, I wouldn't say shit, I was a kid, but I'm like, oh, he's talking to me. You shall never
Nah,
win.
I
All
used
that
to know
stuff.
shit as a
It
kid.
was it was tight. But then here's the thing: after you get your brains kicked in for that, you tell like, oh, would you shut the fuck up? So I love MK2. That's 5 out of 5, bro.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. That's a boring vote for us.
Yeah.
Shield that one. That one. I like to joke with boss and say I don't like it, but I actually do like it. It's just he's just better at me at it, and that's because it's so simple.
So
And
simple.
but it's fun. It's super fun. It's fun. It's a fun time. It's like brain dead fun, and it's a great
Shout
game.
out, shout out for MK2 for having DEI way back in the day. My main man Jax, yeah,
Jax is my main. So yeah, shout to the DEI woke MK2 because it's super
yeah,
woke.
yeah.
And
Super woke guys,
yeah, we got a black man in the game.
and two women's, two women.
Ooh, yeah, yeah. One wasn't enough. We're gonna go full woke. Give you two.
And what was a black one? DEI. You're so woke.
They
Uh,
ruined it.
they even have an all black ninja. Oh, this game is so woke. Where's the white one at?
Oh, we had a white ninja for years. But
Three.
MK3 vanilla.
What's your rating? What, did you give your rating, by the way? For
Five
three?
out. Yeah, we know we're the
Okay.
5 out of 5 squad. 5 out of 5
All right.
squad.
All right. Cool.
MK3 vanilla. Now, I did like this game. Now I was a lot younger, so obviously the older fans had very good reasons for why they didn't like 3 originally. Biggest issue, which now NetherRealm seems to be doing that today, aka Midway, it's the legacy shit. And MK3 definitely suffered from this legacy issue. But instead of guest characters, you got new characters,
Yeah.
which
A
are
lot of
now
new characters.
considered legacy characters. So,
Yep.
which now you want to talk about DEI? They went full DEI because now we got Native Americans, we got blacks, and more women.
They even got claymation women. Oh, trash.
But you get a white cop.
Oh yeah, I bet they love those.
He got a little blicky, you know what I'm saying? But MK3 vanilla, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I love that shit. That shit was so fucking tight. And then Unmasked Sub-Zero was so dope. I was like, bro, this game is so fucking tight, dude. But I get why people hate it, and it's gonna affect this score.
Robot ninjas. Come on, bro.
Yeah, dude. When I seen Smoke, no, they used to tease it. Remember, you couldn't pick it, and you see like his eye comment. What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Hey, what was that purple thing in the middle? Yeah, so
they had combat codes, whatever.
man, stop.
The versus screen.
The versus screen was tight, man, dude. Then you could uppercut him through the stage and shit, dude. They was cooking in MK3 as much as we could. Yes, Scorpion was in the game. Raiden's not in the game. Johnny Cage is not in the game. I get it. Trust me. But that game was fucking tight, and it's sad that they had to come out with what they're coming out with next. But let's get to the rating. Go ahead. Sorry.
And 2 more things, like side note, little fun fact, whatever. I first played Mortal Kombat 3 in Toronto, Canada, of all places.
Really?
At a 7-Eleven. Yep, I went on I guess a church trip with my friend, my African friend, whatever. I was like, hey, you want to go to Canada? I said, sure, whatever. In fact, I find it. I still have the little thermometer from Toronto, Canada, still to this day in my garage. But yeah, I just happened to go to the 7-Eleven, like, who's that? Like that was the funny thing is, I went to Toronto. I don't remember jack shit about Toronto. I remember playing Mortal Kombat 3 though. Ain't that a fucking shit?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So between that and the PlayStation 1 version of MK3, oh my god, that's such a cold version. Because real quick, I'm boring people with old stories. I remember waiting and waiting and waiting to get Mortal Kombat 3 on my Super Nintendo, right? Literally counting down the days, looking at the sky and the fall, like, ooh, it's red. Just like that background in the street. Oh, I can't wait
Yeah.
to get this game. I finally get all my money, saved all my money, allowance, doing chores, whatever. I go to Toys R Us, get my Mortal Kombat 3, slap that bad boy in my Super Nintendo and play like, this doesn't look like the arcade version, but it's still fun. I'm still having fun.
Look, man, I still like the MK3 on
Yeah,
SNES.
yeah.
I don't
But
care,
then,
dude.
but then one day I happened to go to Circuit City. They're brand new PlayStation. So many places like, what's this? They had Mortal Kombat 3 on one of those big 32-inch CRTVs. Like, oh, dude, it's like an arcade. I gotta give me a
Man.
PlayStation.
Dude, that MK3 single-handedly was a console seller, bro.
Yep, that was a killer app.
Oh, then the disc was like a red orange.
Yep.
Oh man,
Yep, man.
dude.
Yeah, man. MK3 was goated. Oh, we didn't give our ratings yet. I would give that game a solid 4.5 Dragon logos.
I'm gonna drop it to a 4. I'll just give it a straight
Okay.
4. But I agree with anybody's ratings because I get why they didn't like 3. But man, you gotta admit 3 was just so fucking tight.
Yeah.
And I guess we go to the next one though. Ultimate MK3, which is basically in today's world it would be the patch, the season 1 patch. In today's world, this would be the season 1 patch with the DLC added, and that's what today's world is, and that's what Ultimate MK3 is. So Ultimate MK3 is a revised quality of life and balanced patch version of MK3 with certain characters that people wanted, and I think more new characters, right?
There were 7 total. 4 new or returning, and then they had 3 secret characters.
Yeah, the 3 secrets. Yes. Okay, so
one was even the legendary Ermac.
Oh man, my favorite, bro. Ermac is so fucking tight. But yeah, then you had Ninja Smoke. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, UMK3. Now that is the ultimately that's the to me the best Mortal Kombat ever made. But like I said, I'm not taking away from Vanilla, but when that came out, I had that actually on Sega Saturn first. I didn't have it on Super Nintendo. By the time it came out, I had Sega Saturn, and oh my god, I've played that shit so much. And I think I didn't learn combos for real until that, because that's when I had the Arcade Secrets book. I had the console companion book. I had all that shit, dude, and I was studying it better than I was doing in school at the time. I was studying the combos, studying the fatalities. Oh, dude.
You just bring up remind me of a funny story. I remember right when Mortal Kombat 2 came out, I got sent to like Bible camp. Yeah, dude, I got sent to camp, dude. You know, basically my parents wanted me to, or my father wanted me just to get out the house. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So it was one of those things like, all right. So I was gone for maybe like a month and a half, whatever. And at that time, all I could think was Mortal Kombat. I'll never forget on this bus ride someplace. This one dude said, "You know those fatalities better than you do your Bible verses." Like, yeah, well, yeah, turn into a dragon is fucking cooler than this shit.
Come to the dark side, son.
So you best believe that's all. I didn't know Matthew 6:11 or John 3:16. No, I knew back, forward, down, high.
Sweep range.
Yes.
Yeah.
Make sure you're in the right range, because I used to always piss me off. I get it, like, no, but you're not in the right range, dude. You're like, it has to be a jump away. Like, yeah, see, like, oh my god, you're a scrub. Get out.
Yeah.
Give me the game.
Yeah, I had that too, getting yelled at. And, I don't know, man. But Ultimate MK3, man. That's a goated fucking game from
now,
the new stages. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, new stages. Oh, but for me, I would give that game a 4 out of 5. Only thing because that game sucks playing against the CPU. It is literally the most non-fun MK you will ever have. The game,
Worse than 2?
Yeah, at least 2 you can cheese it. MK3, if you see Jade.
But did you figure that cheese out back in the day?
Well, I was a kid. I had nothing else better to do, so I had to figure it out eventually.
Oh,
but
okay.
you play the arcade and you see Jade as the third player, you might as well stop. because every time you throw a projectile, and she's gonna beat your ass for an 8-hit combo. So it's just like it's I hated trying to beat that game. So yeah, that's the only thing that killed me for Ultimate MK3. But overall, I love the way you can jump, hit high punch, and then go into the combo. That's
Yeah.
great. That's like it actually makes vanilla MK3 suck because you try to do like you just oh shit, I can't
Yeah.
combo into this.
Yeah, jump in. Yeah, the jump ins. Yeah. Yeah, they added jump ins in MK Ultimate 3, huh? Oh, okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, so you said 4?
Yeah, I'm giving it 4.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, 5 out of 5 for me, man. UMK3 is it's untouchable. I shill for that game. Like I said, they could come out with just UMK3 right now, and for $30, I'll buy that shit. Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, don't give no ideas.
Fuck it, I wouldn't even care, bro. As long as they're doing something. But yeah, 5 out of 5. I enjoy the game. I still to this day still love the game. I love the combo system. I love the mercy system, all that shit. Ninja Smoke, Ermac. Oh man, Cabal. Well, Cabal's in vanilla, but dude, that game was so fucking fun. And yeah, it's a revision, but it was a great revision, even from the purple skulls, like just the whole aesthetic of it, dude. Is just love that shit, man. Oh, like that shit.
Yes.
But yeah. But then we go into the beginning of the Dark Ages Part 1.
Yeah.
Which is MK4, Mortal Kombat 4. And the first 3D Mortal Kombat.
Sure was.
Where we actually had
1,000 polygons per character.
Man, where we had a sidestep button.
Yeah.
And you actually hit, well, if
you
you're
have
on
to double
console.
tap run.
Yeah. Well, if you're yeah. But if you're on 64, you just
Yep.
But MK4. Now, MK4, I loved MK4.
Me too.
But I'll tell you one thing about MK4, and this I still remember this to this day. I played MK4 early on console because if you guys don't know this, if you didn't watch the first episode, but I talked about how my mom used to run video stores, so I had access to the game unintentionally. Like she would just bring games home. The new batch of games are coming out before they put them out for rental, which is before the release date.
Right.
And which was I didn't appreciate it like that back then. I get mad, like, damn, I had early access to games. I could have been reviewing games as a kid. But yeah, I played MK4 early and I loved it. It was so fucking tight. I had it on N64 first. And but the only bad thing was like I still found myself going back to MK Trilogy. That was the crazy thing, because at the time, we had MK Trilogy. And I guess we skipped MK Trilogy, but I kind of did that on purpose. Damn, we skipped MK Trilogy.
Well, did Trilogy? Yeah, Trilogy had to came out before 4.
It came out before. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I did skip it. Damn it.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, we did.
I did skip it. Well, I will do 4 and then we'll go back to Trilogy. That's fine. But look, yeah, but look, I loved 4. It was so tight. I loved how you could throw shit, pull out weapons, smack them against the screen. The ranges from the fatalities was so crazy. They had secrets. It had the Mortal Kombat formula, but I guess the only thing it was lacking was, like, at that time, I think we had Soul Blade already. We had Tekken. We had Virtua Fighter. Yeah. We had this shit already. We had other 3D fighting games, and Mortal Kombat was still playing like that old game. It was just with through polygons at the time. I still like 4. I think 4 was really fucking tight. The only bad thing about 4 to me was like everyone had universal combo strings, and which was cool as a kid. But as I'm growing up and playing this shit, I'm like, damn, it makes it like, okay, well, you pick anybody and you just learn their special moves. It's still the same combos. To pop them up, combo into the special move, and get the free grab.
That was on purpose, but yeah, it does make things simple. As long as you know how to do special moves, you know how to play with 80% of the roster, basically.
Yeah, and that's what. So as what we're doing now is we're talking about it, playing it today. I still wouldn't skip it, but I definitely can't rank it as high as like UMK3 or as Trilogy. But I would definitely say MK4 for me is as great as it is. I have to give it like a 3.5 because just because like it's not that replay. It's a good try. Like it's good to play it. Try it. The endings are fucking trash, but hilarious at the same time. So it's like kind
very
of
fun, bad.
yeah. So it's like you gotta experience that. So like that I'll say, but I guess the other part is like it's hard to really find which one to play because PS1 and 64 are two different games, and then the arcade is it's a whole different game basically. So it's like, man, how do I fucking play this game? Then you have MK Gold, you know. So it's like, what do I do? Because it's not like they're releasing the games,
No.
you
Yeah.
know. So yeah, I give it a 3.5. MK4 overall arcade, 64, PS1. I love the intros, the cinematics, especially the beginning intro and on PS1, and the Raiden intro where the camera's just spinning around him while his head shakes
Right.
and he talks. And but 3.5. What about you, boss?
So MK4, very another special game to me because by the time that game came out,
Mm-hmm.
I had just got out of boot camp in the military. So I was in A school, as they call it,
Yeah.
and they had arcade cabinets in the barracks, whatever. And that was one of them. And at the time, I know you might not believe this, but I was an MK guy amongst these people, right? I would be the guy you saw in a flea market as the fatality master.
Oh god, I gotta tell that
So
story one day.
so I would play together. I was like, hey y'all, what fatality y'all want to see? Like, oh, let's do reptiles. Like, all right, let me go bust this out, and I could do this shit because you talk about free time, and I had a lot of fucking free time at the time, and I could just all that shit was in my head. So MK4 is definitely special to me, on a
Mm.
sentimental value thing. I
Yeah.
love the 64 version. I love how, like I said, the shitty 64 versions of the endings that just the animation is
Oh! Do,
right.
do,
Uh,
do, 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 do,
Yes,
do,
the
do,
Scorpion ending is
do.
10 out of 10. So, and at the time, I was like, wow, this game, my dumb ass, like, this game is like Tekken meets Killer Instinct meets Mortal Kombat. Look at this particle effects. It's in 3D. It's Mortal Kombat. I just loved the fucking game. Now, obviously, looking back, like, when I was a dumb, comparison. But hey, I was a Mortal Kombat fan and I was loving this brand new 3D game. Mortal Kombat, I'll play like this. MK4 is a vibe, dude. That music and that era
Yeah,
was just like
yeah.
the sound quotes, the way they talked. It was a vibe. That was some weird early, late 90s stuff on it. Like
Mm.
late 90s
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And I loved it. I'm gonna give MK4 a 4.5.
That's fair.
A 4.5 because it is definitely worth checking out if you've been playing. If you're gonna go back and play all the old games, you should check that out because it's gonna feel very familiar. I guess a lot of people didn't like that the fatalities were the same as the old game, but now it's in 3D. You can see the
Yeah,
spine rip in
I don't know. I
3D, the
like I
torso
guess,
rip in 3D.
but then they had the weapon fatalities too, right? Or stage
Yep,
fatalities.
same fatalities.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the stage fatalities were cool. You know, like I said,
the fan
I
being
only gave it a
possessive.
3.5 because the combo system was, it loses its little value, but I agree with that 4.5 too at the same time. I am
Yeah,
a shill, but
yeah, yeah,
um
yeah.
I think the MK4, like, the only thing it just did wrong was it was basically an MK3 with polygons ish, but a little
Yeah.
less actually. It's like but it was still dope. Like you said, it was a vibe. It had its own fucking feel to it at the same time. Yeah, it was great. It's great. The certain
Yeah.
stages were crazy good.
I would say, however, just thinking about it real quick, I think the home version is the best way to play because they have Goro as a mid boss. He's not on the arcade version. So I guess
Oh
to get the
yeah.
quote unquote complete version or best experience, play the Nintendo 64 or Dreamcast version. Play the
Or
PlayStation
GOG.
1 or GOG, yeah, of course, because it's on PC, guys. Yeah. $5. Easy
Yeah.
dub.
Yep.
Easy dub. So do we need to talk about trilogy? Because
Real quick, Trilogy has basically all the characters from up until Ultimate MK3
yes.
and playable.
Yes.
We has Chameleon
Yes.
and,
Rain.
yeah, Rain and Noob Saibot playable
Yep.
on
With
the
actual moves.
on the character select screen.
Yep.
Now the only difference is it depends on which version you play. Now, if we want to go for the roster, PS1. If you want to go for actually playable to like competitive and actually it's good, 64.
And also, if you want to hear some good old fashioned ear rape music, yeah, play the 64 version. Blech.
Or if you want to play
Blech.
something where the frame rate and loading screens don't exist, 64.
Now, you should have said 3-on-3 combat, play 64. That's
Yeah,
dope.
3 on 3, exactly. 3 on
3-on-3 is
3,
dope.
no loading screen. You want to play Shang Tsung the right way without going, yeah,
Yeah, now loading. Now loading.
Scorpion. Yeah,
That's
so
why you had to set it on limited to morphs. Duh. You pick your two mains. Easy. See? Simple fix, guys. Don't listen to this guy, okay? Play the
like I
playthrough
said,
version.
when you
You get
you pick your
MK1
character,
rated.
you're like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna
MK
kick your ass, and it goes to the characters like,
yeah, this game,
round round one, fight.
and you hear your PS1 struggling.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's play 64
Play
or
PlayStation 1.
or GOG.
GOG, yep. See, you ever solving problems? PC.
Look, guys, this stream's not sponsored by GOG. We're just spitting the truth. Yeah, but I'll give Trilogy. I'm sorry. I have to give it a 5 out of 5, dude. If I love UMK3, it's literally UMK3 with all the rest of the shit. Then there's MK1 characters. How could I forget? Yep. You can pick MK1 versions of the characters. Oh my god, MK2 characters.
MK1 stages.
MK2
stages.
Yeah,
you
dude.
The fight in the pit. 10 out of 10 games.
Yeah, 5 out of 5, yeah. So anyways, back on track. MK Gold basically is another version of, I guess we'll say like a UMK3 style version of MK4, but it was only for Dreamcast.
Yep.
And basically added Baraka, Cyrax, Melina, Kung Lao,
and Katana. Yep.
And Katana. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you got 5 new characters, some new stages, the church,
and that was the game that had the secret character Meat, right?
Meat was on the other ones as well on 4.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I remember specifically using Meat on PS1, but I don't know about 64.
Yeah, I think it was on there.
Yeah,
I guess it was. Yeah.
But Gold, I like Gold. I was super hyped for Gold. Basically, it was MK4 HD. If you want to compare it, I liked the whole graphical update. They had the church stage, one of my favorite stages from the 2D era. So it was great. But at that time we were really deep into 3D games. That's the other problem, dude. We had Soul Calibur, we had Power Stone, we had Plasma Sword, we had fucking
Mace the Dark Ages.
Yeah, we did. No, I love Mace.
Rift.
Oh god. Battle commence. We had Fighter's Destiny. We had Flying Dragon. We had Bloody Roar. We had your favorite Battle Arena Tenshinden. Woo! But yeah, no, MK Gold was really good. It's just too late, but it was great. It was great. I was a Dreamcast shill, so I had that shit, dude. That was I had that before I had Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I'll tell you that. And I know people, what? It's like, relax. I'm a Mortal Kombat player, not a Capcom player.
That is crazy.
So I give MK Gold 3.5 again. Same shit. Just too late. But I would say if you were to play that or 4, that's fine. You get just experience that little era. It's huge because that's the last of the old OG style Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
So
that was the Dark Ages, and now we're going to get to the resurrection of the
So MK4/MK Gold, guys, was literally what MK1 is now.
Yep.
So
dead game,
trash, bad media. They fucked it up. They had to come out with a new version with the hot new label on it. Yep. All kinds of shit. Okay, so we're talking MK's cooked at this time, and it took some years. Like the Dreamcast came and gone. PS2 was deep into its life cycle. Well, not deep, but it was some years, dude. I'm telling you, it was years. And it didn't go to arcade.
Oh yeah,
it didn't go to arcade. So this is the end of the arcade era, basically. And it's like
arcades are dead at this point.
They're dead, dying, dead, gone. Only thing you were seeing was DDR and Marvel 2 and Crazy Taxi. That was it. Or if you're weird like me, you played Dynamite Cop. And that was it. But then we had Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. The first true 3D Mortal Kombat that introduced different styles, martial arts styles.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
No more fighting like this.
But see, back then that was martial arts to us. But now they actually gave us real martial arts. They studied it. They mocapped it. They brought people in. They did a lot of research into the martial arts. And when you pick the style, they fought in that style. And bro, MK Dead Alliance was so fucking groundbreaking. Then they took the biggest risk. They killed Liu Kang, bro. The hero.
Yep. They killed Superman, bro. Like, what?
Dude.
Huh?
What? Dude.
And then they body Shao Kahn. I struggled with this dude forever. These dudes just bopped him. Like, what is going on?
Dude. MK Dead Alliance was crazy good. It was crazy. Like, the Conquest was nothing but a combo trial. But I loved that shit. That shit was so cool because I got to learn basically the whole cast by the time I beat it. You had the introduction of the crypt.
Yep.
And that was so fucking mysterious, like so grindy, but it was like, man.
With something called in-game currency. Wow.
And they had different currencies.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you had Onyx, Ruby, Sapphire, it was a Jade coins.
Jade, yep.
All that shit. And then there was Test Your Sight. They had a Test Your Sight.
So a throwback, if you will, huh? You see where we're going?
You see where we're going with this? It wasn't tied to Conquest. It was tied to actually fighting people. You know what I'm saying? Or what's that bullshit on there?
Arcade mode. Yeah.
No, what's the bullshit on MK1 that people play? Invasions. It wasn't tied to Invasions. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, yeah, you know how bad that was even bring that shit up. Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyways, let's go back to talking the good Mortal Kombat. Anyways, so they had some years. They took some years off, and they came back with a huge Mortal Kombat. And it's not that great. It's not that great, but at the time when it came out, it was huge. You could impale motherfuckers with your sword. Oh man,
which was kind of busted to a certain degree because every character couldn't do it. For one.
Yeah. And then when you did it, the sword or swords or size, whatever you had, would just sit there. And you see blood just dripping down their body.
And then turtle and just run away from your opponent.
It just does dot damage the whole time. And it was so crazy, dude. Dude, that game was tight. It was I played that shit literally probably until Deception came out. Like that game I never turned that shit off. That was so crazy. And it wasn't even that great now that I think about it. I'm like, man, dude. All it was arcade and a combo trial, and then you just grinded the crypt. Yeah, I don't know how, like,
there was only one fatality per character, no friendship,
and
no
all
fatalities.
Yeah, and all the fatalities were trash. No,
not all of them. Not all of them, but
like 80% of them. All 80% of them
pretty legendarily bad. Yeah, Natara's kind of trash. Ramen's trash. Johnny Cage is raw, and I believe Sub-Zero's raw. Yeah, he pulled your spine out, whatever. That was,
yeah.
He pulled your whole skeleton out. That was dope.
Oh yeah, and the way he did it, right. He just ripped it off, dude. That was so crazy. Yep. So I love MK Dead Alliance. I love the impact that it caused when it came out, but it's not that great of a game. Like looking back, like we're really looking back at the franchise. We're not talking about day one when it came out. Day one, it was like a 10 out of 10. But in today's world, after looking back, if you're new to the franchise and you want me to tell you which ones to play, not to play, I definitely say play this for sure.
Yeah,
I definitely say give this a try. But it's gonna be stuck in the 3 out of 5 range for me, just because in the future after the next titles they do what Dead Alliance did a little bit better, and there's a lot more.
You're being quite generous. I was gonna say this is playing it now. We're in the 2.75 Dragon.
That's fine. That's fine. 2.73. That's cool. I'm cool with that. If you give it a 1, you didn't like it.
Yeah.
But if you didn't like it, I know which one you're gonna like, and that's gonna be. Oh, go ahead.
2 notes on this game, real quick. I love the katana redesign in this game. She was more purple, like this purple tint, and the wear mask had this really long ponytail. Kind of had a little Angelina Jolie vibe. Just a little.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And the music in that game is that vibe. There's a vibe.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
You know, very. It's like it's like, how can I put this? Mortal Kombat 11 and even 1 had this problem with like, a lot of this music is kind of trash outside of certain
It's
stages.
it's not even
It,
music. It's like this very sad ambiance of music in
yeah,
Mortal Kombat
yeah,
1.
yeah.
It's like
But
depressing. It's like, are you guys sad? Are you guys okay? Are you
yeah,
crying for help?
Daily Alliance has that, but just way done better. I guess let's put it like that. It's just done
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
But now we move on to Deception.
Now
Woo,
this is the one I
Lord.
could recommend today.
Yeah.
I say play this one, buy this one, MK Deception on PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, and I think that's it. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Yeah. If
And
you have this game on any console, it doesn't matter. I love the fact that there was a collector's edition that came with
oh
Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
no.
It was just regular.
This was the first premium edition. They were called
Oh,
premium editions back
yeah,
then.
premium.
It
Yeah,
had
that's what it's
Raiden on the
called.
cover. I have it
Yep.
back here, and it
I
comes
have
with
Sub-Zero for PS2. Yep.
and yeah, Sub-Zero. That's what it was. It was Sub-Zero. And the cool thing was on PS2 only, it had MK1, the arcade version. And at the time, the MKs were never being re-released. So
Nope.
you never had access to the arcade version besides the arcade. Remind you, at this point, arcades are dead. Okay,
Yep.
at this point of MK Deception, arcades been dead for some years now. So you haven't seen a Mortal Kombat anything arcade in years. Now you're getting an arcade version. Sign me the fuck up. So now you get MK1. Then on the Xbox, they had multiple covers.
Yep.
You had Melina, you had Baraka, you had Scorpion,
Scorpion
and Raiden. Yeah,
Raiden. Yep.
that's the one that had Raiden. Yeah,
It's
and
so crazy. Why did Xbox get 4 of them? PlayStation only got 1.
dude, and I don't know how I got all those back then. I'm trying to like remember, like, dude, I was only a teenager. Like, I didn't
Right.
have a job. How the fuck did I? Then they had the controllers. Oh, they were trash. They were called fatality controllers, or whatever they called.
Yep.
They were trash, but the concept was fucking tight, dude. That Sub-Zero, the one, the Baraka controller. I forgot the other ones they had.
The Scorpion one.
They had a
Yep.
Scorpion one, yeah. I think I got my Sub-Zero one around here, but
I got all 3 of them.
those controllers are so garbage.
But you ain't wrong though. I used to play with one of them.
I used to
was
play.
playing, what was that? God of War. Try to do those challenges, whatever. Those bad boys just stop working on you after a while. Like,
Yo, dude.
what's going on? Like,
Dude, I used to play with that
controller.
shit, dude. I used to play with those controllers all day. I was
Controller
so,
take a break after like 2 hours. Like,
dude. Yeah,
I'm
you gotta let that bitch breathe, bro. That shit is worn out. But they just did so much for that game, man. Like,
Yep.
just we're not even talking about the game yet. Like, we're just talking about just the shit about the game. The
You know what's
trailers were good.
You know what's crazy? That game came out 20 years ago, dude.
Stop. Yeah, you're right.
20 fucking years ago, dude.
So 20 years ago, we got this game, and this game not only was a great, way better version of Deadly Alliance.
Way better.
You know, you had 2 stances and a weapon stance,
Yep.
and the roster was really solid. You had, oh man, this is where I seen Noob Smoke.
Oh yeah, that was the
Oh,
coolest
that
shit
was
ever,
that
dude.
shit was so crazy when I seen that. I was like, what?
Oh, that was the one with the state fatalities.
Yeah.
They had the danger zones.
They had they're like environmental fatalities though. They weren't like normal stage fatalities. You could
Yeah.
actually like uppercut somebody and knock them off the stage or knock them into some shit.
Yeah.
That was so cheap, but it's so crazy. And you know what? It doesn't age well, but it ages well because it's still cool as fuck.
The presentation too, like, like that, what was that stage with the iron melting plant?
Yeah.
Like as soon as that stage, like, bam, and then,
Oh.
like all the music starts hitting, it's just like, dude, you're in for a fucking fight here, you know?
Dude.
In fact, that's that game as a whole. Like, you're getting ready for a fight. That one stage was so unique with the island stage was all nice and chill.
Oh yeah, and then
the thunder hits and turns.
this
to
was a
Blue
metal fucking metal
Yeah.
music starts playing, hard riffs come fucking blasting in. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, and now that conquest was literally an adventure.
That was like World of Warcraft light almost, because you had to be at certain places at certain times.
Yeah,
had
you
quests
you
to
played
do.
as Shujinko,
Yep.
and he could meditate, and when you meditate, the time would pass at a very rapid rate. If you need to be at a certain spot on a certain day at a certain time, you just sit there and meditate, and time just fucking fast forwards, and then you just get up, and then the guy will pop up or wake up or whatever the fuck, you know. It was cool as fucking game,
So many
dude.
secrets, man. Like Hey, dude, I don't know, man. That sounds like a playthrough we need to do.
Yeah, we might have to do that, man. If you guys want to
It's
see
been
us play
years.
MK Deception, we can even play online today via Insignia or PS2, and I'll whoop his ass online for y'all. That's easy work. But
Nah, man. Melina, up in triangle, brother.
wait, whatever you think is gonna work, bro. My Ashura is gonna fuck you up, bro. But anyways, dude, I didn't even scratch the surface yet. There's still more.
Oh,
They have the crypt. The crypt is back. The crypt is back, and it's better. Better crypt. You have more secrets, costumes. You have more fatalities. You have this thing called chess combat.
Oh yeah, chess combat was legit.
They have chess combat on there, and it wasn't just normal chess. You had to actually fight your pawn. They actually physically you would start a match where you had to fight. They had puzzle combat.
Yeah, you had to be really strategic with the with the chess combat because your pawn is your pawn, but that's you had the most of. So you might have put your main as your pawn because this is guy to be doing the most fighting. Your worst characters probably had to be your king. It's like, well, once he's fighting, it's over with.
Yeah,
you know. And then you could put traps on the.
They put traps on the board. Yeah, and you didn't use you didn't really. It's like it was weird. Like you couldn't use basic like chess techniques like castling or anything. Like you could, but it was Mortal Kombat first, you know. So I don't know, man. Then they had the puzzle combat, like, and it wasn't just Tetris. It was its own thing, bro. And they had their own little characters, big head characters, and they had their own little fatalities. It wasn't much, but it was great. And
you can do it on 2 players too. You can play
then what about the menu? The menu was cool as fuck.
Yeah, the menu
it would change and shit, and oh man,
that thunder, that you hear that crack of lightning, boom, in the
rain.
Like,
dude, that shit was when you first boot up, you're like, damn.
Yep.
Like they were really.
Man. And we even talked about the intro where you had to see Raiden taking on Quan Chi.
Oh man!
And then Onaga walking like, who is this?
Dude, Deception. All right, man. Let's come on, dude. We play Deception. We're obviously shilling Deception. That game is fucking.
We gotta play. We about to play Deception on stream.
Yeah, we're about to do that with y'all. But MK Deception, 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Easy 5. Easy dub. Yep. All right, let's keep the show going. We're almost there. We got MK Armageddon.
Yep.
All right. So it was a rush game, but
can I simulate what happened?
Please.
So midway games are struggling for money. Dr. Muto ain't hitting. The struggle, the suffering too. Didn't hit those sales meets. So like, man, Ed and his team got all done with. The show's like, whoo, good job, guys. Let's take a break. Look at the door. Ed's like, come in. Hey, Ed, how you doing? Yeah, this is the boss of Midway. Ooh, we got those quarters and we want these lights to stay on. We need another game like next year, buddy.
He's like, well, can we fix the AC? Fix Mortal Kombat. But it is fixed. Chop chop.
So Armageddon is cool because it was literally at the time it was like 3D trilogy, as we alluded to. It was everybody up until that point now.
Man,
every character, Kombat.
Plus more.
Plus new characters, and then they had to look, we say every character, look guys, Montoro, we had to take his legs away. It's a 3D. We can't figure it out. He's in the game, guys, all right? Deal with it.
Who's Montoro? You mean Motaro?
Did I say Montoro? Oh yeah, my bad.
You played Mortal Kombat before? This guy.
I love Liu Kuang. And Iceman, that dude raw. Woo. But the point is,
use radar.
Shut up. But the point is, every character in MK at the time, you had so many stages, and the story mode. Now, like in Deception, Conquest mode was like a little game, just walked around with your avatar and you fought people individually. But now it's like its own 3D fighting platformer game.
Like an action beat 'em up, almost.
Yeah, exactly.
Almost.
Yeah, exactly what it was. It was an action beat 'em up. And was that the game where you would just run into random characters? They'd be like, "What are you doing here?" I don't know. Well, then let's fight. It was either that game or Deception. It's just, any stupid reason to have a fight, they would do that shit.
I think that was Deception.
Yeah, exactly. But in this game, you fought like ninjas. Like Sector had a squad.
Yeah,
The red dragon, the black dragon, people from Outworld. There was a giant Shao Kahn statue you had to fight. It
yeah.
was some cool stuff, dude. Like insta kills. You had a fatality meter, so you could just body a bunch of people. It was an amazing little game within the game. Then you had Mortal Kombat,
Ooh, yeah.
a bootleg Mario Kart in the game, and create a character. Or, oh my goodness, create a character, dude. You
Dude,
talk about some shit I loved. That was like me being the Mortal Kombat skill.
man, create your own Mortal Kombat character.
Not only you
Uh,
could make your own character, you could build your own lore. You could type out a ending for these characters, dude. I did that shit.
Now, folks, we could play that too. We could do
Oh yeah.
creative character showdowns.
Oh yeah.
So
I will bust out my PS2 memory card. I still have all that shit.
now we're using the Xbox Insignia. So you got to start over.
But I got Scorp Zero on my memory card.
Well, you better download the action replay on your Xbox, and there you go. But also there's one big feature we forgot to mention, and it was in the last one too. MK Deception was the first time Mortal Kombat was ever online.
You're totally right. Forgot about
Now
that.
it's kind of irrelevant today
Yeah.
because you can't do it officially. You can play online via Insignia and on PS2 through private servers, and which I have played, which I have accessed.
How's it play?
How's it play online? It's laggy. It depends who you play, but it does get, even when you play someone with a good connection, it has like this delay, but it's a consistent delay.
Yeah.
So like you have to get used to that timing because it's like a whole separate timing. Actually, Mortal Kombat Online, it's in Armageddon as well. The delay is so bad that it has its own like frame data / combos that you can only do online. Like, so it's just weird. Like you can make shit connect that's not supposed to connect online.
You hear a damn back, it's like roll back.
Yeah, you roll it forward in this motherfucker. But it existed in MK vs DC as well. But yeah, Armageddon was online. Mortal Kombat was online as well, and I just thought I'd chime in on that part because that was huge back then. That was really huge. I'll never forget the first time I logged in. Me and Boss had the same story where we were like, "Wait, Mortal Kombat's online? Oh shit! I'm gonna bust everyone's ass." My first
I'm the best
ever
Mortal Kombat player in the world.
Man, I'm the best player on my block. Dude, my first fucking match. I damn near got double flawless, bro. I swear. I was like, what? What? Yeah. Like a dude was, all he did was like lows into a grab, and it just kept fucking me up. I didn't know how to stop it. I was like, what? All he does is hit me low, and then when I block low, he grabs me. And I was just like, what is this? I was, like I said, I'm not a fighting game person. I used to be at a certain time, but dude, man.
Playing online back then was a severe wake-up call to us.
Man.
Like that.
But fast forward to Armageddon, though. One huge thing I used to love is with the premium edition then, which had multiple boxes on PS2, hard steel books, steel covers. But then it came with Ultimate MK3, my favorite one, arcade version. And at that time, I don't think it was released yet because Midway Arcade Treasures 2 hasn't came out yet. I'm not 100% sure. I know they were really close to get. They were really close.
Or even if it did, it was just 2 and 3 vanilla. You didn't get Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, so even then, at this point, we never had Ultimate MK3 arcade. So, man, that shit was huge. Even though that port was trash. It was very trash. But it was still... Oh, I still played the shit out of it.
That's all you had. So we
played the shit out of it. That's the difference between gaming now and then.
We wasn't going on Metacritic saying, this game is trash. It's a 1 out of 10. It's not arcade perfect. Like, well... This is all you got, brother.
Dude,
so play this game or shut the fuck up.
Exactly. Now, the bad things. The bad things about Armageddon is... Now, this is not something that bothered me, but I'm pretty sure it bothered somebody like Boss, because he shills this stuff. When it comes to Mortal Kombat, believe it or not, as a fan, hardcore fan of the series, I never judge Mortal Kombat based off of its fatalities. I don't think fatalities are that important to me. They're really cool, and they're that's the eye-opener part about Mortal Kombat for a lot of people, for probably almost everyone, which is fine. But for me, they're kind of like this one-time thing. And once you've seen it, you've seen it. It's not like it changes every fucking day. So, once I see a fatality, I've seen it, and some are really cool. That's the exciting part when a Mortal Kombat first comes out. But after that first day or two, I'm like, okay, I've seen them all. Whatever. I don't want to see them ever again. That's just me, you know. But in Armageddon, they had custom fatalities or whatever they called it.
Yeah, create a fatality. Yep.
Yeah, and you'd have to do these random inputs. You know,
Yeah.
down square, back forward square, and he'd knock him down, punch him, knock him back up, shake him, choke him, knock him down, punch him, and then forward circle, he rips his head off, and it's like, what? You know, you do like weird shit like that, and that a lot of people do not like that. Obviously, I didn't care about it. I used to only do it just to get higher score. That was kind of fun. It was like a little mini game. You know, it goes the little timer to do the fatalities get real small, so you have to just be. It's like you're playing DDR with your controller. You know, you're just like you know, you're doing this shit real fast and trying to get a really high score. But yeah, I guess that was trash for a lot of people.
Look, I understood what was going on here. I'm like, guys, this is a PS2. There's, I don't know, 60 characters. They don't have the time to put 120 plus fatalities in this game. It's just not gonna work.
Yeah.
That's the reason why they did this shit. It wasn't, like I understood that. That's why it happened like that.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the custom fatality, it was kind of cool because then I can teach my, let's say, non-gamer friends or my wife, or or we had to tell her, hey, you do this, you do that. I mean, sometimes she would get it to work, and sometimes she didn't. But at least cool versus, all right, getting sweep distance, down, forward, back, block. And they're like, wait. I hate when they do this. Like, down. Oh, you're already going too slow.
Yeah, he already just dropped down. You know how they drop back.
So it was kind of cool. I mean, I do remember one time coming home from work at a really frustrating day at Radio Shack, and that was the only day, because this lady pissed me off over a cell phone, and that was the only day I ever got an ultimate fatality. Because for whatever reason, I figured that shit out that day. And like, ooh, it's an ultimate face. Like, ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That was you, stupid lady.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it was actually kind of probably more fun than during a fatality, but it was whack animations. You know what I'm saying? And that goes to my other point. There were so many characters that some of the characters are underdeveloped.
Yeah.
You know, and unbalanced. Or unbalanced. So it ran into those issues. So that definitely took points away, but. Armageddon, I still think you got to play that. I don't know. I feel like if I definitely say play Deception over Armageddon, but for the fact that this is the last time you're going to see NetherRealm, well, not really. Last time you're going to see NetherRealm really care about the legacy of the roster fully. Like we're talking all the characters. Then Armageddon, but they do respect the legacy in a later title, MK9, but that it's ultimately the last time you see everyone that they ever made at this point.
Yeah.
So
they had mocap in that game.
Yeah, you had mocap. Yeah. So and you had meat.
Yep.
But then the Wii version you had female chameleon, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. But you do little motion fatalities, which was kind of neat. Whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was an interesting little gimmick. I would give that game, playing it now with all the feature, I would give it a 3.75 Dragon logos.
I'll go the same exact score actually. That's I was doing the same thing. I was saying 3.7, but 7.5 is cool because it's not trash. It's just I know what's going on, and it's like it's still worth playing. But obviously, Deception.
One thing that pissed me off though, when you play the arcade ladder, in my mind, I'm playing Mortal Kombat, Armageddon, every character. I should be fighting damn near 20 people on the ladder. It's only like 7. Then it's Blaze. It's like, this sucks. I want to fight people. Like,
or at least have an Armageddon ranking ladder where it's all the characters. That would be cool.
Yeah, that would have been dope. Like, like once again, the game was rushed. You could clearly see that.
Yeah, it was rushed. Like, that's the thing. We knew it was rushed. We knew it was going in. But man, for a rush game. That shit was kind of fun. That shit was fucking dope. Especially when it first came out. I played the shit out of it. Like, I was playing with Fujin, and I was really into Chameleon and Fujin. That was my main two. And Noob by itself. Those two were so raw. But, and then we have, so that 3.75 is cool. I think we got MK versus DC. MK versus DC was a huge... That's the final midway game.
Yes, final midway game, yeah.
And another rush game?
I wouldn't say it
I
was
don't
rust.
remember. I
I
don't
think
remember.
what it was, their hands were kind of tied at the
Yeah.
time.
Okay. So that was the beginning of them getting pimped out era.
Yeah, their hands were kind of tied at the
Yeah.
moment. Because obviously Warner Bros. Like, oh, you're not killing Superman, pal. You're not decapitating Batman, buddy. So figure it out. So that's when they decided to do heroic brutalities.
And it goes back to my point. I never care about fatalities, so that's not the biggest problem for me. I see
Yeah.
them all. Some were cool. A
But
lot of them were trash.
the casual hated that. The casual MK player
Yeah.
hated that stuff.
Yep.
You know.
But
So
man, but there's a lot of cool shit in this game. Like this is Mortal Kombat versus DC, the two that don't go together. They don't go together, so it's random as fuck. But man, pro moves, were tight. As a person that's somewhat sweaty at fighting games now, dude, that takes so much skill and execution to pull off. Because they're like just frame moves. They're like one frame. Like, dude, that shit was tight.
You're giving me PTSD, bro, because dude, those combo challenges.
I have to stream doing those.
I can never do them. And I'll be that guy, that scrubby guy, be like, because it just no, you did it, but you didn't do it in the time frame they wanted you to do it. So no, you didn't fucking do it. And I'm like, man, I because the Joker, I literally was at the last combo challenge for Joker. I spent like an hour. I'm like, dude, I'm done with this shit. I'm never doing this shit ever again. Nope, I'm straight.
Yeah. The story. I think it had a cool story mode. You had to play more MK and DC side. That shit was tight. Arcade was cool because you had to pick which ladder you want to fight or a mixed ladder. They cooked.
Sub-Zero in that game was amazing.
Sub-Zero's raw as fuck.
That's one of the best. One day we should
Batman
versions of some of the characters.
Oh man, Batman was raw as fuck. Oh man, Flash was annoying but cool.
Yeah,
but
shit.
The music was cool.
Luthor was a scrub character.
Yeah. Yeah. The music was like kind of like Injustice-y, but fucking it was epic. It was man. Then the menu. The menu was tight as fuck, dude. Remember the menu would zoom in and zoom out and they're fighting and shit. Oh dude. Oh yeah. But
was cool. The transitions, the stage transitions, like
games. Yeah, and then when you grabbed them, when you did a grab, it wasn't just a grab. It was like a guess which button I'm gonna press thing. You zoom in. Yeah. The only thing trash about it to me was the online net code and rage. That was it.
And at the time, people you should not be in 3D. They didn't want 3D at the time, but it was still in 3D. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but that was tight.
Yeah, I know. I had no problem with it. I didn't have a problem with it. Oh yeah, rage. That shit was
rage was trash. Rage was trash. Rage ruined the game. But
rage ruined lots of fighting games with that shit.
Yeah.
A lot of fighting games do that.
But looking back, like actually, I probably rate it higher now than I did back then. To be honest,
it's quite well. Long as you play the patch version that doesn't have the Superman Infinite, it's a pretty competitive game.
Yeah, for the most part. But but it's broken, it's busted, but it's fun. I don't care. It's a fun game. It's definitely worth a try. It's a game that will never exist again.
No.
So you have to play it. So I definitely give that. I give that a 3.7. I give it a 3.7. If you gave it a 4 or a 3, I'm cool with that too. But it's definitely worth playing because that doesn't exist, bro. You're not gonna get a crossover.
Yeah, I'll give it a 3.5. Just due to the fact that it's very unique. It's the most unique Mortal Kombat you're ever gonna get. Just the way it is, because it's toned down violence, but it's really violent at the same time. Just it doesn't have all the gore in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can see Mortal Kombat get real creative because it kind of does depend on its gore. The gore sells a lot of people, and I know it turned off a lot of people. But looking back, dude, you get to see them really think and be like, okay, how do we make a Mortal Kombat without everyone just ripping each other in half all the fucking time? So
right, exactly.
It was kind of fucking tight, and they did, dude. There's tight shit in that game. There's some broken shit, but there's some tight shit. So 3.5. I'm done.
Shout out to the Joker fatality in that game where he gun, it says Bane and pulls that other one, and then the camera just has to pan back, and you know what happened, but they'll pay it off soon enough.
Yep, literally. So 3.5 is cool. I'm cool with that. 3.7, 3.5. It's worth it. But now we're gonna get to probably the best, second best, or I'd say the last best Mortal Kombat you're gonna play.
I won't say the last, but it's definitely probably the second best MK ever, though.
Well, I'd say for me, I'm gonna say this is gonna be the last time in this current state that you'll see a perfect Mortal Kombat, or where
I can't argue that.
like from this point till now, from the point we're at right now, Mortal Kombat 2011, aka MK9,
yeah,
in my opinion, is the last like best Mortal Kombat so far. Okay,
in its pure essence, in its purest of forms.
yeah,
Sure.
This
Sure,
is
sure,
probably
sure.
like the last. This is probably the last real Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah.
This game has the most Mortal Kombat feel to it, and this is also part of its semi dark age, but more so on a midway closed down, came back as NetherRealm Studios type of thing. It wasn't so much Mortal Kombat took a break or needed to take a break. It lost its identity like we're dealing with today. But Mortal Kombat really came back and they dominated and they basically redefined themselves with their own shit.
Yeah.
They came back huge. I mean, we had the tour buses, and guess what? Here's the cool thing about those tour buses. They had Mortal Kombat tour buses that toured around where the game was made in Illinois, not in Cali, not in Florida.
Yeah, not with you Street Fighter fans.
Yeah, not in New York. It was where it's made, where the actual fans are at, the real fans are at. I'm not saying you guys aren't fans. I'm just saying, not like how when they had the MK11 test and MK1, motherfuckers in Cali and all these conventions. I'm like, bro, we have McCormick Center. Just have a setup there, and it'll be fucking flooded with millions of people.
There's this place called Combo Breaker, like where Tekken 7 demoed itself for
Yeah,
years.
like, I don't know. But anyways, MK9 comes out, and they bring it back. It's literally MK Trilogy in 3D-ish, 2.5D, right? It's essentially almost has all the characters from MK Trilogy, almost, give or take.
Oh my god, you give me flat. There's so many secrets in that game.
Yeah, and they go back to the roots. They have secrets. They got the crypt still.
It's
bloody.
Visceral. There's the story mode. Like that was like when the first that was the
second cinematic story mode.
Yeah,
MK vs DC was the first, but this is the first pure Mortal Kombat. Yeah. This is when I say when we made the thing about the DEI woke stuff. This is why I say like let Mortal Kombat be Mortal Kombat, because this is Mortal Kombat where it was about Mortal Kombat. This was about the tournament. This was about the realms, fighting, the wars, all that shit. You see everyone come and they show you how everyone showed up and got brought into the Mortal Kombat. Okay? Yeah. And all they had to do was just follow from there and just keep on going. But no, we got a little lost, but that's okay. We're gonna talk about this amazing game. You had the Challenge Towers. The Challenge Towers was super Mortal Kombat. That was such a Mortal Kombat ass thing. Way more fun than Invasions.
Some of those towers were like little cheesy, a little goofy, and some of those towers like I gotta be 3 bosses on 1 life bar.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Or you're getting hit by sector missiles, or zombies are exploding on you. You know, all kinds of funny, kooky shit. But it was so cool. They had meter. This is the first one. They had a meter system, so they try to be a little competitive now. The characters had meter. There was no variations, none of that shit.
First with the super moves, they call it the X-ray moves.
Yeah, they have the X-rays, which was like their super moves, which were like they're damn near just as brutal as the fatality. And they had Bay-Ballies. They had fatalities. Yeah. What else? Did they have friendships in that one too?
No, it was just
Bay-Ballies. It was just the Bay-Ballady, right?
Yeah.
The Bay-Ballies. And dude, this game was tight.
Yeah.
You had the rooms online with the chat rooms and fighting and
you know what's funny? You talk about how this was like the purest Mortal Kombat. Even this game still had guest characters.
Yeah.
One was exclusive.
Yeah, we had 2 guest characters. One only existed on one platform, and that was Sony. Shout out to Sony for making smart moves, I guess. They had Kratos. I didn't care about that shit. I really didn't like that. I was like, Kratos, why Kratos? But I guess Kratos was a badass, whatever. So it kind of makes sense. But then you had Freddy Krueger. Now,
Oh,
horror,
about that, all right.
the horror show alert. I was a shill. I welcomed it, but I also was like, what? But see, look, you know why I wasn't fucking mad? Because before we got Freddy, we had all the legacy characters, dude. I had my legacy characters. I was like, dude, I had Nightwolf, I had Smoke, I had fucking Rain, I had Ermac, you had Reptile.
Well, Rain was DLC as well, brother.
Rain was DLC, but didn't Freddy come out last?
Yeah, he was last. Cause
Right.
hold on,
It was Scarlet, Rain, Kenshi.
It's Kenshi. Okay, yeah.
Kenshi, and then Freddy.
Freddy. Okay.
So what made that cool is because we had our legacy. Legacy was taken care of. They took care of us already.
You even had a bonus legacy character in Cyber Sub-Zero.
Right.
What?
So they took care of that. It was great, dude. The characters were tight. Everybody had their own gimmicks. I like the way how they reworked Cabal with the dash canceling and all that shit. Sub-Zero was fucking tight. The way Scorpion play was tight. Katana's super good. Smoke is super good. Reptile is cool as fuck with the acid bubbles and shit, dude.
Yep.
Dude, they had some cool shit because they took the original characters and reworked them into like a modern style. And amazing game. Amazing fucking game. Pure Mortal Kombat.
And you being an old school fan, you're seeing some of your favorite levels from MK1, 2, and 3 get reworked into a modern day, like the street level. With the fatality. And it was so funny, like seeing a fatality like that shouldn't exist. You're like, that's kind of realistic. I don't give a fuck. Watch his head get crushed by his damn car tire.
Man, dude, that game was next level.
And the subway fatality, this is like what you envisioned as a kid. You just uppercut, you see the guy just standing back there and get smacked. Okay, whatever. This game, man, you did the CTA on the ass. Oh my god.
Oh man. Shout out to CTA fatalities in real life in Chicago.
Bloodline. The red line. The bloodline. Crazy game, man. I just think of it, man. You better make me play that game soon now too. Damn.
Man. And that game's not that. That's another game that kind of doesn't exist anymore because it got delisted everywhere. You can't really buy it. Yep. So I'm just saying, we kind of told you what to do. You know?
Trying to use copies at your local video game store.
Yeah, that's it.
But to wrap that up, clearly a 5 out of 5.
That's a 5 out of 5 game. 5 out of 5. No question. I would do it again. I would buy it again to this day. I bought it on PS Vita. I played the shit out of it on the Vita. It was, dude, I have it on Steam. I have every platform. I have a picture of me from back in the day where I had 2 copies in my hand because I won one in the MK tournament. And the other one I bought.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a poster of MK9 back there. That's how much I love the game. I have a poster. You really can't see it, but it's definitely MK9, guys.
But but this is one big thing I really want to point out. I think this is also the last really good collector's edition, where you had the arcade stick, and then they had the bookends. Like they had all kinds of shit. Like that was the last real. It's felt Mortal Kombat.
Hold on. What did we just say that you are guaranteed 2 copies of this if you do a collection? Where I bought MK9 on Xbox and the collector's on PS3 the same fucking day. That's what
I'm saying.
And the damn strategy guy with all the right inputs.
Yeah, I have the hardcover strategy guide too. I bought all that shit. It's like, dude, what are you guys printed money before?
Yes.
Your name alone prints money for sure. As trash as MK1 is, whatever you want to say, it's still printed money, right?
Yep.
But you could print more money. Just follow you've done it before. And we're just telling you the little extra steps you can do. They're good. 5 out of 5, MK9. Like I said, the last real Mortal Kombat. That's the last identity of Mortal Kombat. And now we're on to MKX.
I love this game.
I love this game too. Game is fun as hell. It brought the run mechanic. Oh man, that was huge.
Now do you remember you first played this game at the Jumper from 9? Were you getting your ass kicked when you first?
Yeah, I didn't know how to play it. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, this game sucks. The first night, I didn't like it. The first 24 hours of the game, I didn't know how to play it.
I was getting beat up by legit scrubs at work or whatever. Like, hold on, this is not because we didn't understand.
Because coming off MK9 will fuck you up. And I was like, dude, this game, every combo I was doing like 12%, 20% the most. And I was like, what the? I can't figure nothing out. How do you do this run shit? Like, how do you implement run into a combo? I don't get this game. But once you figure it out, oh my god.
Yeah.
You had the variation system. One character is basically 3 characters. And some characters, they work better than others. But this is the beginning of where we had a lot of guest characters.
Sure, but these are raw guest characters.
Horror show
Yeah,
alert.
yeah, yeah,
So we
But
had
you
Jason
like
Voorhees, Leatherface,
yeah.
Alien, and Predator.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. That's a hell of a lineup, dude.
That's a good that you can't get mad at that. You had now the roster. I would say the roster out of 10 was like a 7.5/8, but I'm okay with people saying it's higher than that because I get it. But there's some new characters and there's some returning characters, but like how they added Bo Raicho and Tanya later as DLC, I think they should have been launched.
But Triborg was dope.
That's another DLC character. That's what I'm saying. I'm going off the launch roster.
Right.
Launch roster is like it didn't really hit until the DLC came out.
Who else was in Combat Pack 1? Is Triborg, Tanya, Boraicho, and who else?
Fuck, I'm forgetting somebody.
Too. Yeah, I don't
It's the deal. It's the okay. Horror characters, Alien, Predator, Tanya, Boraicho. Damn. Who the fuck else is there?
Let me see.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Trimmer finally came for the first time. I forgot. Yeah.
Okay, all right. DLC was dope in that game. Okay, the DLC was kind of dope. All right, but I do think Boraicho and Tanya should have been in the game. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. I do wish they were in the game, but they were dope. They ended up being super dope. I like the way they worked out in the end. But the overall launch roster was pretty solid. I'm not too mad at it. You got some new characters. We got the combat kids that are being, shoved down. Now that's what you want to talk about shoved down your face. They really want you to like those combat kids.
I mean, they pulled an MK3 on you. Here's some new characters. Here you go. Have fun.
Yeah, but then, I think the coolest new character that interests me the most was Aaron Black.
And Takeda, probably at first glance.
Yeah, Takeda and Aaron Black were the two characters that I was like, oh, they look kind of raw. Never used them. Well, I used Takeda.
A lot of people liked Kodokan, what he looked like, but he was kind of scrubby. He was not as good as advertised.
Nah, he's raw. He's busted, dude. He had 50, especially before they passed him.
Oh, well, yeah.
He had 50-50s all day.
He's one of those characters that definitely some variations are way better than others.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but
you're right.
The new characters were cool. Variations were cool. I rather have a complete character, but I still like the concept of it. It was really cool. The crypt, I think, was the best crypt in my opinion. I love that crypt. Whoa, no! I take that back. It's not the best crypt. I love the crypt though with the jump scares.
Yeah.
That shit was cool. The online was cool. They fixed it and built upon it. But I'd say MKX, what would you give it? I'd give it a 4.5 out of 10. Or out of 5, I'm sorry.
I'm going to give MKX a 4.75 out of 10, only because that last balance patch kind of fucked up some of my tech because they removed some armor.
Yeah, you know what? I say 4. I'm going to drop it down some more. You just reminded me. The reason why I loved MKX, but I'll never put it higher than MK9 or anything else, at one point, it felt like every week the game was being balance patched, and that shit was annoying as fuck. Like, it was like, what the... Do I just learn this? Now I can't do this? Fuck this shit. So, it's a 4 out of 5 for me. But
I definitely... That was probably the most hours I ever put in a single Mortal Kombat game. You guys playing with you guys online, you all forced me to learn how to play in a competitive mindset, and I just start to... I learned... to appreciate Mortal Kombat in a more competitive sense. Not just, I know the special moves, I know to beat a scrum.
Yeah.
I actually knew how to play on I wouldn't say a pro level, but I learned.
Don't forget, step. There's also a slight reason why we might like MKX a little bit more. This is where we met Ed Boon.
Well, yeah.
At this point, this is where I actually sat next to Ed Boon. I sat next to him and watched somebody get mixed to death. And I just looked at him with a smirk like, see that shit, right? It's fucked up, right? I thought you'd like to know. It's fucked up, right? All right, cool. I was on the same page. That was it. That's how it worked. I sat with Ed Boon, and that was a cool moment. But yeah, it's 4 out of 5. And now we're getting into the beginning of the Dark Ages. MK11. I'll keep this real quick because I know a lot of people played it recently. And a lot of you kids are new, and this is probably where a lot of you started. But MK11 to me was not that great. I did not like the combat system. You'd probably like it your first initial week you're playing it because it's fresh to you. I like the crushing blow system. If you the down two crushing blow, I
That's
think
the best part.
that's the best part of the game. That's my favorite part of the game. Didn't There was really no music. The stages looked okay. The graphics were really pretty. Story mode was pretty good. Pretty good. It was all right. I liked it. It was pretty good. The roster was all right, but the overall combat limitations, fatalities were really good. I think the
Brutalities are amazing in that game.
yeah, brutality is really good. Damn it, we missed a big point with MKX. This is where they reworked the brutalities.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah. So the brutalities are really good.
They brought back friendships.
They brought back friendships way later into the game. They added crossplay into the game way later into the game.
Yeah.
So, but overall, I did not like the combat. I did not like the combat.
I always said this about MK11. I liked MK11, but I loved MKX.
Yes.
And that was my thing. Like, I like this game. This game's cool. Like I said, I bought it on Switch. So I must have really wanted to like the game, but did I play it as much as I did MKX? No.
I had a lot of high hopes for 11 after X. I think the problem. I think honestly, if 11 would have came out first and then X, honestly, I think I would like 11 a lot more.
Oh, of course,
I think the problem was it just came out after X. If literally if it was MK11 then X, 11 would be right up there. It'd be really good. It's just that, dude, they literally took steps backwards. They did a lot of creative shit for sure, but yeah, they definitely took some steps backwards with 11. Living Towers, and wasn't a fan. I'm not a fan of that shit, but
I didn't mind that, but I hated the fact that you had to grind to a certain degree to get
the grind. Speaking of grind,
that was the mobile game mindset they had in that game at times.
Yeah, but the crypt, dude, crypt is almost a 10 out of 10 minus the grind parts of the crypt. So the crypt pisses me off because the way the crypt existed was each plot on the map was a specific plot. So if you wanted to unlock this costume, it was at C36. To go to C36, grind your coins up, and unlock it. This shit was literally RNG loot boxes. It was randomized. So this one random chest could be 5 gold, and the one that's 500 could be anything. You can spend 500 gold for character art on a napkin that you never see in the game. You know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, shit like that just pissed me off. But the adventure of that crypt was so fucking raw. Walking through Goro's lair from the movie and all that shit. And then the Shang Tsung's treasure spot, whatever, I forgot what it was called. All that shit was so cool to me. I thought that shit was so dope.
Going down to the pit,
dude.
There was the aesthetic was amazing. Like,
dude, that shit was tight.
Guy. Yeah, amazing. Whatever. Yeah, but they kind of ruined it with the grindiness of it. That's all.
Yeah, like if they didn't make it RNG, just let it be each plot where plot is plot. If they say this is that one, if you look at a guide, that one's that one. That's simple. I think that would have changed it drastically. But at the end of the day, I hated the combat, so I'm gonna give MK11 a 2.8. I did not like it. I would never probably play it again. I would never want to go through that grind again. The old man DLC, Joker.
You forgot about the gear.
Yeah, gear and augments, all that shit. Like the variation character shit. Nah, it's not it, Chief. I'm good on it. 2.8.
I mean, but yeah, I'll give it.
There's a lot of beautiful things about it, though.
Yeah, at least you can see your costumes before you select them in that game.
Oh yeah.
MK, I'm gonna be nice. I'll give MK11 a weak 3.5 Dragon logos out of 5.
3.5.
I want to give it like 3.25, but like, I do. There are some things I do like about that game that I still appreciate. It's just
have. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of great things about it. It's just I wish you could piece together the great things about MK11 in one and put it in one game. And it's like, and now we're at the coup de grace. MK1. This is our closing review, closing statement, closing thought. MK1. MK1's a game that I was so hyped on so many different levels. because MK11 was trash to me. And this was called Mortal Kombat. The title, Mortal Kombat 1, is a pretty hype title as a fan, as a hardcore fan. Having a game called MK1 means a lot. Means a lot of legacy should be involved in this game. This should be only legacy, right?
Well, yeah, and you look at the initial trailer, like, wait a minute, Katana and Melina are side by side. Raiden.
It was a lot of it was a lot of eye raising shit, but it was
Yeah,
you were very locked in.
we were intrigued. Like, what is this? What's it going to be? Like I don't know. So there was a lot of mystery. A lot of mystery going into this game, and we were just excited because like this is a brand new thing. Like Baraka and his racing people weren't the bad guys or whatever. Melina was, I guess I don't know. She was the princess this time, like not Katana. Like, oh, I like this. This is all these different spins on things. But you get to like I said, you get to the actual game day one. Where's the online training at? Why is my sound going out mid fight? Oh,
why did my screen go black?
Oh God! Why is Invasion so grindy?
Hey, bro, you have on PlayStation. Let me. How do I? There's no crossplay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. I think let's meet in the chat room. There's no rooms.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Hey, there's some cool costumes for you to buy. Oh, but you can't select them. No, you gotta go back to the main menu, equip that costume, then go back to playing online.
Oh, but then I can switch in the menu. I can switch at the character select screen.
No.
Oh, wait. This is the new game, or is this really Mortal Kombat 1? Because it's actually like a fucking the first game ever made.
At the end of the day, we'll never know. Probably won't know for years from now. But my personal belief, this was not MK1. This was supposed to be Injustice 3. Yeah. And they had to switch a lot of things around at the last second, or maybe within like 9 months. Like, shit, we got to scrap all this stuff and make it Mortal Kombat now. Because Mortal Kombat, you talk about legacy. Those legacy characters are so cool. They don't need to be cameos. They can be regular characters. But there's a lot of DC heroes or villains that don't need to be a character, but it's cool to see them. Like Power Girl. I don't think you need to make her a character, but she should come in and just smack the shit out of somebody. Just get off the screen. Like, hey, let's Power Girl.
So now that you say that, that's how I feel about the DLC guest characters. Like, what if we had legacy characters, but those guest characters were just cameos?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like man, Ghostface as an assist would be cool. Homelander and Omni-Man as an assist would be fucking raw. I think they work as cameos, not mainline characters. But let's come on. At the end of the day, we know this game dropped the ball. There's a lot of great things about it. I actually like the fighting in the game. I miss doing combos again, and it's fun doing combos and overheads and launching people in the air. Like, there's things I like about the game. I can't front.
I mean, shout out to the Johnny Cage stage. That's some banger ass music, and the game's full of non-music.
Yeah, full of ambiance. It's very sad and not cool. Chaos Reigns came out. The DLC, super trash. I didn't buy it. Boss did not buy it. I got it on sale now, and like I had
on sale. Yeah.
I'm really only paying for Ghostface, and that's it. That's really all. And
I'm just paying because I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. I guess I have.
I honestly, I hate seeing my character selection with a bunch of dollar signs, on the instead. I can't unlock them unless I pay, So
right.
That's it. Other than that, but MK1 could be a 4 easily, but
could be.
It's a 2.8. No, it's a 3. It's a 3. Just because combos and they have some setups.
Yeah. I would give it a 3 because
I give it a 3.
Is there.
The gameplay is kind of fun. I see what they're trying to do, and they can make it better. That's what's cool about it because they've made improvements. Right now, they did recently, so it's there. But yeah, it's a 3. And on that note, that's where we're at. MK, you heard Boss what he said on the closing thought. Shaolin Monks remake. Shaolin Monks 2, but remake first.
Yeah.
MK Arcade Collection 1, with 1 through 4 online crossplay with a walking around avatar lobby, interactive lobby. They come out with a part 2 the year after with the 3D MKs.
Oh, as a bonus, throw in Sub-Zero Mythologies. There you go.
Throw in some Sub-Zero. Okay, Sub-Zero Mythologies for part 1. And then for part 2, if you don't want to make a whole separate Shaolin Monks release, throw Shaolin Monks co-op online on Arcade Collection 2. Problem solved. If you need another,
if you make more money, just sell Shaolin Monks by itself.
You can sell it by yourself. We're gonna buy it. We're not even asking. We're not even asking for the home ports of these games yet. But if you want to throw extras in there, little secrets to unlock, you can unlock the home versions, Sega CD, Game Boy versions, SNES, Genesis. Please, the PC versions, they're totally different. Those DOS versions, yeah. So do that. Easy money, guys. Come on, you guys got this. You've done it for years. 30. You existed for 30 years for a reason, and we're telling you, as the fans that have been paying for it for 30 years, this is what we want. This is what you got to do. It's simple. If you want to be extra, throw the motor combat, puzzle combat in there, chess combat. I think that'll help. If you want to make an interactive lobby for these lobbies, real quick, last one. Throw test your might, test your sight in there randomly. When people make a King of the Hill before the fight, and if they lose it, they actually lose their turn. Or you can turn the feature off too. Give us the option. Yeah. So if I lose that test your might, even though I can beat him in Mortal Kombat 3 every time, but if he beats me at test your might, I lost my turn.
Hey.
Put on random combat where you don't know which Mortal Kombat you're gonna play.
Ooh, nice. Yeah.
And you don't know which character you're gonna play. So it's gonna boot up and a match is gonna start. And you're just gonna have whatever characters you have.
Make that a part of your battle pass so you can earn XP and load up your dragon coins and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, unlock new backgrounds, unlock new costumes for your avatar to walk around on the stages. Dude, there's so much shit you can do with this game, guys. It's not even a full-fledged release. It's just old shit that you have already. You just got to design the little avatar lobby and crossplay, and there you go. Yeah. You're done. If you need more money, more time, put the characters on Fortnite. Put the skins on Call of Duty. Look at the hottest games. Throw that shit in there. Put that shit in Valorant. I don't give a fuck. Like, dude.
Contact Nintendo, and it's time to put Sub-Zero in Smash. Hello. Do something.
Well, or Rivals Aether. They'll probably like it more. But at the end of the day, we gave you the ratings. We rated Mortal Kombat. We talked about the issue with Mortal Kombat 1. Boss, any other closing thoughts?
Look, man, I've been through dark days with this franchise before. It looks like I'm living them again. I'm being optimistic that we can have that rise again.
Yes, take a break. Take a break. Do what we said. If you do that during the break, you'll be fine. Yep. And you'll come back just like MK9 days with the fucking tour buses. Yep. We'll let you go to Cali, but you got to do Chicago first. And there you go. Park at Galloping Ghost, rent it out, and there you go. Simple.
There you go, man.
But that's our episode 2, folks.
Woo.
We're gonna save him. We saved MK. Send us another round.
Another video. We just saved MK.
We saved MK. That's how you save MK, the franchise, not just MK1, but the franchise. And it's easy. I know it's probably easier said than done, but it's definitely something that can be done. You guys got this. We believe in you. We've been believing in you for the past 30 years. Obviously, you can do it again. Take a couple of years off. Put those releases out. We'll forget about this shit, bro. I'm telling you, really quick. But I would like to say thank you so much. This is a 2.5 hour video. That's how much we love Mortal Kombat. 2.5 fucking hours of Mortal Kombat.
Talk. That's a long talk. And
it's a long talk.
And trust me,
we're cutting short. Down. We're cutting it super short. That's what's crazy. So the good thing about this conversation is we can finally close this chapter. When people ask us about Mortal Kombat, we can refer to this video and we can refer to this talk and you have that answer. But once again, I would like to thank you guys for tuning in. Yeah, we're Next Gen Nostalgia. We have more episodes coming, and hit that like button, hit that subscribe.
Please do.
Please drop a comment. Man,
on these hoes, man. Take a break.
Dude,
you got this, bro. You got this, man.
Easy fucking buddy. We live right by you guys. We'll take the trip up. We'll sit we'll sit with y'all on our own time. We'll have the same talk, and you can tell me why and why not it can't happen, and I'll shut the fuck up if it's a logical reason.
You can pay me with a Chicago hot dog and an RC, bro. Just let me talk MK, brother.
Man, we're right here. We're not down the street, but we're down the street. So that's the beautiful thing. But on that note, folks, thanks for tuning in. We're out. Peace.